So we left off yesterday right before the Eden Club.
Right.
So I guess we can start to talk about...
It was spare parts that we were checking out. So
Yeah.
where we are right now is the androids are down and out.
Uh-huh.
The androids are down and out. They got themselves basically like not enough blue blood, not enough extra arms and legs and stuff, not enough everything.
Yeah. Miss Courtney Olivia is back for 83 months. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
welcome back, Miss Courtney
Welcome
Olivia.
back, Miss Courtney.
Thank you for being here and hanging out with us.
And CJ Hawkins is back for 78 months. Wow.
Hello, hello.
And Buzz is back for 37, saying, been here since the beginning.
Hey, been here since the beginning.
And Brooke Beaches, welcome back for 6. Alicia Teacup and KV, thank you so much for the gifted subs with Fernie. And Love Ellie Deviant, appreciate you. Glad you're here. Emily May and Jace and Jade, hello friends. Thank you. Okay, so we're pulling up Detroit. Pulling it up Detroit.
Yep, we have.
Welcome to
Here
the
it is.
Detroit
Welcome to the Detroit Experience.
Hey Chloe. Hey girl.
Chloe says
Hey, girl.
I don't know. I'm not ready.
Not ready for what? For this?
Is anybody else not ready? Chloe
For the
is
Detroit Experience?
Well, I'm just saying.
What are you not ready for?
I just feel like I just feel not ready.
That's
I
relatable.
feel not ready. Squeegee! Hey! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Thank you so much.
Thank you kindly. Thank you. Some other people feel not ready too, and they say it feels valid. Just give me like 3 more minutes. I'm not
how about
quite
this?
ready.
How about we so yesterday we challenged people.
That's what it is. We gotta get this.
Yeah.
Okay.
To make a piece of art, any kind of art, with your headcanon, and the idea was to do it really fast, not to necessarily put too much energy into it.
Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of really awesome ones. There were 2 of the same moment actually that that really stood out to us. So I forwarded them to you on the Discord.
Oh, I'm gonna get it like this by clicking. Then additionally, what I'm gonna do is go here.
Yeah.
Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
As I mentioned,
Not ready.
I don't feel ready. I don't feel ready for it being 7 years from Detroit. I mean, that's 7 years have passed, team.
I know. It's basically like
Are you
middle
ready?
school and high school together, which is freaking wild. A lot has happened, a lot of life, a lot of good life, a lot of bad life, a lot of mid life. So yeah, it's a bit of both. You're graduating, yes. What is something real extra awesome that happened in the last 7 years that you want to shout out and celebrate?
Yo, give me good news updates of the last 7 years. Give me the best news of the last 7 years. Right quick, type into the chat.
I think best news for me was having a baby. We have a little bean now, a little 1-year-old.
That's pretty nice.
Jazz got engaged.
You played Detroit?
You went to college. You graduated. Got married. Met us.
Hey,
Graduated from college twice. Yeah.
good for you.
Got accepted into your dream university. Got a cat. You're finishing your first year, or starting your first year of university. Found this channel. Moved to Canada and met your boyfriend. You slept. Your kids graduated high school. You beat cancer. Hell yes.
Hell yes.
Nerdy Nicole. Graduated college. Made it to your dream college. Your sister had a baby. You graduated.
Held a well-paying job for over a year. Love that for you.
Studied abroad. Became a mother to the coolest girl ever. Congratulations, Twisted. Adopted 2 cats and graduated.
Planted a garden. I love that.
Beat your mental health struggles. Passed your exams. You're still alive. Got sober.
Hey, good for you.
Bought a house. Yeah, Sneaky. Got a cat. Got married. Bought a house. Found real friends.
Got a scholarship. Got so much art. Became an aunt.
Got married. Moved to a different country.
Working on a great project with a friend.
Have a boyfriend.
I love this.
Got a dream job.
Graduated.
Nice.
Tiny claps. You all deserve tiny claps.
Yeah. Started writing. Survived. All of
Good.
this stuff is amazing.
All of this stuff is amazing, and all of
Yeah.
you are amazing.
Tiny claps, getting bigger claps, bigger claps.
I have no idea how loud this is gonna be.
Yeah, I would
which is-
say headphone, hard headphone morning.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just try this out.
Okay.
Here. Let me just see if I push.
Who's
this
the
button.
artist behind this one?
Do 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 do.
This is from
I think it's Immy.
Immy.
Immie. Immy
Immy.
hath created. Oh.
Oh.
I hate autoplay on stuff.
Yeah.
I never want an autoplay moment. Okay, here we go.
go.
Back to the top.
Okay.
From Immy. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So this is the headcanon that Connor has a meltdown in the elevator as he heads up to his very first job to help the little girl on the roof.
Yes. So it's worth mentioning that Immy, we will send you a DM after the stream is over on Discord, and we will send you our token of gratitude prize.
Yes.
For you have made us titoso.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed this. This made me super happy to see.
Thank you.
Yes, we saw a lot of art by email. We saw art on X, on Instagram, on our Discord, of course. And you can check out other people's art too, with hashtag Dechart Games and the My Creations and all the channels on Discord.
Yeah, this one is under My Creations on Discord.
Speaking of, on Discord, Amelia did a cool thing.
Yeah, well, we launched a cool thing, our side quests on Discord. Every other week, we're going to be unlocking a different side quest for you to be able to level up your life XP. And I'm so happy that a bunch of people have already shared their achievements unlocked for the first side quest, which is called Unbroken.
Would you read the first side quest?
Yes. So the idea is we would encourage you to share your experiences and descriptions and pictures if you want. But the first side quest is to find something broken and make it beautiful. And that could be something physical, something emotional. There's a lot of room to decide what it is that's broken that you want to make beautiful.
I love it. Exclamation point Discord will give you the link to our Discord. There are some public chats, and there's also our subscriber rooms that I got a shout out to
Jericho and not Discord and Zen. Jericho and
Babe, you're
and
confusing
Jen.
me. You're confusing me.
Where am I?
Hello, and welcome. I'm appreciative of you joining us. I also want to share this artwork by one of our awesome moderators.
Yes.
Okay, so this piece, let me get full screened here, by
Is
Andy.
T-Andy.
T-Andy made this piece, which is reflective of the same moment for further context. In here.
No, just go back. Okay.
That's
Yeah, all right.
what.
Sure.
Maybe I can open just the image. Oh, I'm gonna open it in a new tab.
There.
Do. I love it.
Same moment. Slightly different interpretation.
Depicted it in a new way. Thank you for sharing your art with us, everybody. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy and Emi, for these ones that we shared on stream.
Raleigh Jogger Jones, welcome back for 50 months. And Midge, thank you for being here for 23 months. It's your friend's birthday today.
Hello.
Happy birthday to your friend, CS188. Happy birthday, CS.
Happy birthday, friend.
Happy birthday.
Grab some confetti if you want to toss it in the air.
It's also my dad's birthday today.
Happy birthday to the dad.
Happy birthday to anybody celebrating.
Happy birthday to each of you.
Aura Mister is back for 18 months.
Hello again.
Welcome back. All right, are you feeling ready now?
No.
No?
I'm telling you guys, I'm having a little bit of a crisis of faith of myself.
Oh?
I'm usually feeling so on time, but in the last year, I would say there's been a massive degradation of my ability to perform tasks on time and with time, speaking full fluent English,
Yeah.
and being awake.
That's true.
It is really, really tricky
It is.
to do your life with
Baby.
a baby.
But it's getting better.
I don't mean necessarily baby. I mean like the 5 hours of sleep self. It's that guy Bry, who I didn't know for so many years was my superpower for years. Our superpower maybe was we were
8 hours of
hanging out.
sleep. Yeah.
We just were well slept people. We felt good a lot.
Yeah.
And now, broken, shattered, tired sleep. And I feel good, but it's like when I do feel good, I'm like, wow, it's like it's all going so well.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Should we get back to the headcanon?
Yeah, let's do.
Okay. Never mind this, never mind that.
How much sleep do you need to get in order for you to feel like yes?
Yeah, you're acing it.
Yeah. What's your sweet spot of sleep?
How long does your battery need to recharge?
For me, 8 hours is ideal. 9 to 12. Dang.
12's a lot.
5,
Wow.
7 to 9, 8, 9, 4, 6, 8, 12, 8, 6, 4.5, 6, 9, 9 hours. 3 to 10. That's a very big range.
3 to 10?
12, 15 hours.
I
don't think I've slept 15 hours since I was in high school or something.
I call it out. I think that if you slept for 3 hours, you didn't get enough sleep.
No.
That's not enough.
No.
I would encourage anyone here who only got 3 hours of sleep to sleep more than 3 hours the next time they can sleep.
1 month.
3 hours is a nap. There you go. 3-hour nap would be fine. All right, let's get to the riddle ahead of us, which is to say we went through. Let's do a speed round of the
Okay. Yeah, of our headcanon.
Headcanon.
So we open up with the hostage scene, and the headcanon that we came up with was that Connor was gifted the coin by a human who was helping calibrate him, and that he had a definite panic in the elevator as he was heading up to the penthouse. A little bit of a meltdown, but calmed down, got himself together before stepping out.
Straightens up his tie. He's just fine. And that. All that headcanon comes from is like, why would he possibly not have a straight tie in the elevator? Like, wouldn't his tie be straight before he got in the elevator?
No, but if he's freaking out, then he needs to...
Something happened in the elevator where he needed to get that shit under control. Came on out. Our headcanon is that we save the little girl, but that we lose Daniel because of snipers.
Yeah.
Then in
Shades of Color, Marcus was having a really great morning. He was embracing his inner child. He was playing with Carl's little machine that goes up and down the stairs
and sliding down the banister.
Yeah.
He was like having like a tee-hee jolly old time.
Yeah, and then had just like the worst afternoon, was harassed, was attacked, basically like stepped in a huge puddle, got like bird poop on his shoulder.
And Carl was feeling bad vibes like deja vu.
Yeah.
So she's driving back from the opening sequence and into the new home scene. She's like having this like deja vu of like, haven't I been here before? Like, why do I remember this place but differently?
Yeah. So he's coming back from his super bad day, and
he bonds nicely with Carl, and they have their painting.
Yeah, and that there's whatever he chose to paint is really sticking with him. He's really getting deep and contemplative about his experience making art, because that was his first time doing that.
Right. So the dawn of Marcus the artist.
And then here with partners,
Connor was bouncing around the city like a Roomba, going from person to person in the bar, trying
just like
to
staring really awkwardly at everybody,
awkwardly introducing himself to non-Hanks, to false Hanks, or as otherwise known as faux Hanks.
Yeah. Faux Hanks. And then at the end, when he discovered the android up in the attic, definitely didn't want to report him, but even as he was trying to stop himself, he was compelled to say, I found the deviant.
Right,
and
he was overrun with his programming.
yeah, and then as they're in the car, he's looking at the deviant in the back seat and is wondering what deviants must feel. What is it that he's feeling?
And we realized that they'd go pretty much straight from that scene to the interrogation. Like, there's no time between these two scenes. They just go straight into it.
Yeah.
And no rest, but that the same thing contributes to his delayed interruption to protect the interrogated android.
Yeah, and that he's been wanting to talk to the and interrogate and talk to the android since, like, watching Hank has been painful because he's like, oh, let me in there, let me in there, let me in
put
there.
me in, coach.
Okay, so
Stormy night.
it was pretty split whether or not in our headcanon Kara killed Todd or Kara just escaped. It was
like neck and neck, like
yeah,
less than 5% difference. Like,
slightly more people decided that we should let Todd live
for safety of the child and self-preservation, to not induce more violence into an already violent world.
Yeah.
However, you agreed that he's worth his crimes are upon him.
Yeah.
His crimes are upon him.
And then Broken, Carl and Marcus have come from like the most uncomfortable party where everybody's just like only wants to talk to you if they think that they can get something from you.
Right.
It's just feeling like real ick. And they come home and they're like, it could have been fun if all the people weren't so sucky. And then
which I think. I just think it's interesting, Amelia, that you like are carving out such a moment of this.
It's because I've been to these parties and you like want to go really bad, but you're like, here, so pretentious. And then at the very end, when Leo comes in, the headcanon is that Leo gets pushed and Marcus,
Carl is safe.
And Carl is safe.
But that means that our boy Marcus gets falsely.
He's getting falsely accused no matter what.
Yeah, he's getting down.
Yeah, and then we go back to
back
to this one, fugitives. Our headcanon we decided was that they stay in the squat with Ralph,
right?
And that it's a little awkward and they sleep really badly.
That they really, the vibes with Ralph obviously are weird, but that the problem is that they've got no other options, and that's gonna continue to be a problem for them. But we had some little headcanon afterwards. Like, obviously Connor shows up. He clearly knows Ralph's a deviant. Ralph,
we're gonna get to that when we get to that chapter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're skipping ahead.
I'll keep this deep inside.
Bury it deep inside.
I'll bury it deep inside and let it start to die a little bit. And diminish. And desaturate.
Yeah.
And then
let
later,
it die, desaturate, and then we'll try and revive it when we get closer.
Okay. Valid.
Okay.
Just like Marcus here in From the Dead.
Yeah. So Marcus wakes up here in the junkyard, and then as he climbs up to the top and he takes the
Final Fantasy coat.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy coat, and he says, I am Marcus. He inspires
all the parts.
Yeah, like dominoes, all of the other androids.
The flash mob of android parts.
All saying their name as well. So,
but not all. Some of them don't.
I am John. I am Susan.
Type a name an android might have.
What's a name an android might have?
I am Ralph. I am Jerry. Sure, but any name for an android.
I am Shadow Jedi Knight. I am Sarah. I am
Stacy.
I am Tim. I am Kat.
I am Steve.
I am Bartholomew.
I am Claire. And then they shut down and die again.
Exactly.
And some of them don't even bother. Some of them hear all that.
And they go,
they're not even inspired at all. They don't get the chills. They're just like, staying in the pile.
And then Waiting for Hank is the next one. Our headcanon is that Connor is like in a fancy broom closet charging at the Detroit police station. But he's in like the best closet.
Yeah, I just think that, like, if you're gonna be in the closet, you at least want to be in the best closet.
The nice, like towards
like,
the entrance.
Yourself, yeah, exactly. Put yourself in a nice closet.
It doesn't have anything else in there.
Just you.
Just you.
You and the memories from earlier that day.
Yeah, and that they get the lead about Kara. right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And then on the run, Connor knows immediately that Ralph is a deviant, and now you can unbury that idea that you.
Nah, that's
No?
not what we're talking about.
Okay, well, Ralph has after Kara leaves, he feels so good to have had company, and he's so tired of cooking for just himself because it's all this cleanup.
Right, that. Yeah. It's alive in me. It's alive.
Tell the story.
The other Ralphs, the one Ralph is just left now. He thought he was having a good time, thought he had new friends, he was stoked to like get to know Kara, thought maybe they were hitting it off, thought like there was a future with them. And he offered a sweet meal.
No one liked it.
Succulent meal,
Yeah.
and they left under duress.
And so he sends out a cuckoo.
He sends out like a
signal,
like a little, like, because all of the solar paneled gardener bots have like a little micro EMP that they can send out to other androids to be like, get off the grass.
Yeah.
Stop touching that grass.
Yeah.
I'm cleaning that
That's
grass.
my grass.
Yeah. So he sends out a little EMP that says, "This is your grass," which
And
is
then-
deviant, and the other androids are like, "We don't know what that."
And so they come to the squat
for snacks.
And then a cult of Ralph is formed.
The cult of Live, Laugh, Love Ralph.
Live, Laugh, Ralph.
Live, Laugh, Ralph.
Yeah, and they also steal a bunch of succulents and make a garden.
Yeah.
Then on to Jericho.
Hey, everybody, have you ever heard of Surprise Banana?
Okay.
Sorry. I just feel like I had to introduce it before I started eating it, because people would be like, what
are you eating?
Why are you doing that?
Then on to Jericho. Our idea is that, on to Jericho.
Yeah.
Marcus has been lost for hours trying to find the clues to get to Jericho. And he's literally been wandering the streets of Detroit for like 13 hours, and then finally finds the first clue and is like, a clue.
Yeah,
and
he had like the most emo day.
Yeah.
Like, he was just had his Final Fantasy coat. He didn't know where he was going.
No.
Like, honestly, he just is like, he's walked out, he got all his steps in.
Yeah, all his steps. And but then he finds Jericho and is like, and then he gets down there.
But they're bummed.
He gets down there and they all are kind of like really disappointed with each other.
Yeah.
They're like,
and him for being there.
They're like, you, another one. Like,
yeah. It's not a good thing. It's like overpopulation at the
at the Taco Bell.
At the camp. Yeah. At the Taco Bell.
There's too many, and it's a little awkward, and they're just all a little like underwhelmed by each other and the situation.
Right.
And then the nest. So Hank and Connor, after going to being at interrogating the android, decided to go and get a snack. Right? They went and they got a snack at the
chicken feed.
Yep, because Hank was like, "Hey, let's go."
He's
like,
reminiscent, like his old buddy, his
let's
old
go
partner.
blow off some steam and get something to eat to make us feel better. And then they go to the nest and are hunting down Rupert. And when Connor sees Rupert, he's like, I recognize myself in this android, and decides to let him go. And that the ride back after letting Rupert go with and saving Hank, the two of them are in the car and they're like wanting to say something to each other but kind of keep speaking over each other, and then they're like, no, you speak, you speak.
Yeah.
And it's
they're
like
they're not having successful comms.
No. And then time to decide in Jericho. We thought that maybe Simon was the one who who had. Oh, hey,
Whoa!
Osito!
Osito!
Thank you so much.
Osito.
25 gifted subs. Thank you. That's
25 gifted
generous.
subs. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Super sparkles for you.
Yes, super sparkles indeed.
If you got one of those 25 gifted subs from Osito JPEG, please be sure to say thank you. And you can check out the starter kit.
Thank you.
It'll show you the way around our channel. Appreciate that muchly.
Thank you.
And we're also at 86% of our goal.
Sweet.
Good work, team.
Okay, so that Simon feels like he's been a deviant probably for a really long time. Perhaps he was the one that started Jericho.
And we think that maybe Josh was a professor and Simon could have been a TA, and like the two of them, like, you know.
Yeah, maybe the students were rebelling against the fact that they were androids. Hey, Vampire
Wolfie with the 14 gifted subs.
Thank
Kaboom!
you so much, Vampire.
Okay, Vampire Wolfie just did the thing though, Amelia Rose.
Did they?
Look at this. Check it out. Check it out. It says
Fantastic.
100 out of 100. That means it's time to
Nice.
spin the prize and challenge wheel. That's
Let
over
us
here.
spin this prize and challenge wheel.
All right, let's spin it a lot.
Thank you so much, Vampire. And Osito, really appreciate the two of you. Thank you.
I'm going to get this red dot right towards camera so there's no mistaking it. Everybody can see the angle perfectly.
Yeah, that's a good angle.
We're going to spin it furious, but gentle. Go.
Furiously gentle.
Say when I should stop.
Stop.
All right. Stop. Chant out what you like to see. It's
Yeah.
worth mentioning that the purple one
Is a video message.
is a video message, and the ultra prize on this stream is Vishelia's Connor statue, 3D printed, hand painted, beautiful, gorgeous piece of custom artwork for you. One of a kind piece, nothing like it in the world. What is it gonna be? Are you freaking kidding me? What?
Okay, that's at the epic prize though.
That's the epic
definitely- yeah,
prize.
that's the epic prize.
How is that possible? How
must-
is that possible? Is this thing weighted?
It must be.
Is it a gag? And it always... Let's spin it again just to see.
Just to see. But I think it's we should do the
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
pull a prize. Let's go. This is from Vishelia. It's a beautiful 3D printed, hand-painted statue of Connor from Detroit Become Human, and you can win it just by being here, typing into the chat right now. Okay.
is gorgeous.
I'm spinning this again, though. I just want to see... Oh, it's in the wrong kind of... Slightly wrong spot.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it weighted?
Is it a gag, and the whatever's written underneath there is... Can it land? No, it can land on other things.
It lands on other things.
It's just, it favors you.
It does.
favors the wheel favors you all. Let's go. Vishelia's statue is
Thank
the
you so
prize.
much, Vishelia, for making these statues
Thank
and
you.
for offering them as a prize on the stream. They are incredibly awesome, and we're very excited to be able to gift one. Did your mouse just die?
My mouse died.
Man, what a day. When your mouse dies
When your mouse
and you
died.
accidentally slap a spiky cactus.
When your wife keeps bringing up slapping the cactus. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Nobody knows what it means. It's provocative.
It gets the people going.
I got a mouse again.
All right,
We're
good.
good.
Nice. All right. Type into the chat if you'd like to enter yourself to win the statue.
You know, it would have been really hard to solve that with no mouse.
Yeah, it would have been impossible.
Type in a plant you should not slap.
I mean, you shouldn't slap any plant, technically.
No, but some you could.
Some you can, like, give it a little... But,
You know.
yeah. Definitely cacti.
No worries, Somi Stark. Literally no problem. I got you.
Everyone says cactus. Yeah.
Everyone's...
A Venus flytrap. That's a good one.
That's true.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
We're gonna pull a winner.
We're gonna pull a
We're gonna pull a winner.
All right.
A coconut.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this bot when you say stop the bot, but you say stop the bot when they say stop the bot, and only say stop the bot when everyone in chat on the screen says stop the bot.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Stop the bot.
All right, I stopped the bot as quickly as I possibly could using the synapses in my brain, firing when you said what you said, when they said what they said. We're all connected. It is Dinosaur Spinach Bot.
Yay!
Yes. Yes. If you don't know what it is, you don't need to. It's fine. It's fine. It's Dinosaur Spinach Butt. That makes me so happy.
That feels right.
Honestly, you all chose Dinosaur Spinach Butt, and that is beautiful. Dinosaur Spinach Butt is a longtime friend of the stream and always will be. Thank you for being here. Let me send you a little email.
You're going to get a whisper from us with instructions on how to claim your token of gratitude. No. What? Your...
A visual clue.
Yeah.
Say
your 3D printed,
hand-painted
statue from
Vishelia.com.
Vishelia. Vishelia.com.
And I mean that.
Yeah.
Go to Vishelia.com if you want that statue, because I think there's a few more beyond. A few more that remain, and Vishelia is offering a fun little promo for the 7-year anniversary. Go check it out. Exclamation point statue.
Shadow, thank you so much for the cheers. I hope you have a stupendous day. KV, thanks for the cheers again. Claire Deadfield, thank you for the gifted sub to Haley and Anonymous GG. Thanks for being here for 7 months. Great to see you. Thank you. All right, thanks for sending that, Bri.
I don't normally read replies back, but Dinosaur Spinach Butt says in all caps, which is permissible because it's in DMs and not the main chat. His mane, his strut, it will all be mine. I don't know. It's your Dinosaur Spinach Butt. You raise them up right. Teach them to vote. Fuwa! 25 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fuwa.
Fuwa. Fuwa. Thank you. Fuwa. Fuwa, foo, pity. Talk about the foo from Fuwa City. You like it?
I do.
You like it? It's a new song. I wrote the melody, which is the part I like the best of that song. That the word Fuwa is used a couple times as well. It's pretty good. What are you doing here? What do you think? Would Connor...
Let's go back to time to decide.
Back to reality.
Whoa, there goes gravity.
Oh, there goes Rabbit.
Okay, so Simon and Josh were at universities, and then there was a rebellion. The students were
there was a student uprising about injustice elsewhere in the world. People couldn't deal with it, and then
they took it out on the androids.
Yep.
And then here they are.
Zlatko. Bad time.
Okay, so this probably was one of the most golden nuggets that we uncovered.
Easily the most tasty.
So the moment that always bugged me with this chapter was that as they were walking down into the basement with Zlatko, Alice says, I got a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And Kara we would love for the option of Kara to be like, you're right, here's some spaghetti.
Right, so she reaches into her dress pockets. Actually, by this point, maybe she's changed into a disguise. So she's moved this spaghetti from her original outfit into the disguise outfit, and now she's got it always at the ready. And then,
so she, Alice eats the spaghetti.
Well, she throws it. She's like, Alice!
Go!
And she throws the spaghetti in slow motion.
Yeah, and then Alice eats the spaghetti as they're going down into the Zlat hole.
Which is the official term for what he calls his man cave.
Yeah,
but
his basement is the Zlat hole.
You don't have to type that in the chat.
You totally can.
You can, but only right now. And if you do it at a different time.
And then as they're making their way down there, and Alice, all of the spaghetti, she becomes Buff Alice, and then Koala Kong just smashes
Buff Alice just kills. And what I mean by killing Zlatko, she doesn't just kill, she crushes Zlatko. She pulverizes. I'm telling you, if he were an android, it would be more scraps and metal parts left.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's a fully organic life form.
Okay.
And so Zlatko gets turned in sort of a Zlat paste.
A Zlat paste. And then Luther sees this and is like, oh, damn.
Oh.
I have to go with you.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah.
Luther is into it. Luther's like, you know what? I feel like I have finally found my apprentice and my protege, or maybe even my teacher.
Yeah. And so then the three of them go off together. We also had a little bit of a side question of who would win in gladiatorial combat, Zlatko or Todd, and the answer was both.
Mutual assured destruction. Luckily, Todd, being more kind of bear-like overpowering, would mortally wound Zlatko, who would be more of a cheat and would do some terrible stabby move or something.
Yeah.
And then they kind of would die in each other's arms.
Yeah.
And then they would actually breathe each other's last breath. Todd's bad breath and Zlatko's bad breath would meet.
Yeah.
And then
you
ship it.
I ship it. All right, on to the next one.
On to the next one.
All right, Russian roulette.
This is going to see Hank at his house.
Yeah, and I think
accessing the story chart.
Yeah, okay, so he's in the Zen garden. He wants to be friends. He wants to be friends.
We didn't talk about this too much.
No, we didn't.
We got kind of distracted.
Yeah.
We talked about how like Connor's proud of seeing Hank like pull himself together a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like this night could have gone very horribly for Hank, but instead, you know, Connor's sort of feeling like he's right as rain. Maybe he's on the mend.
And maybe also this one, when he meets Sumo, when Connor meets Sumo, there's a moment where he becomes a little bit more human because this is his first interaction with a dog. And like he really wants to pet Sumo. He just wants to like his face into Sumo's puff, right? Maybe?
Well, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
The urge to pet the dog.
Hold on.
Can I pet that dog?
I don't think
Can I pet that dog?
Can you pet that dog? Hold on. How long is Connor's been alive for months?
Yeah.
At this point, he's months old.
Baby.
He's baby Connor, but he must have pet dogs before because he says, I like dogs.
But is
What's
he
your
saying
dog's
he
name?
likes dogs just because he knows that Hank has a dog?
No.
So he wants to.
It is important headcanon
Okay.
that Connor actually likes dogs.
Maybe
because
he's
some
seen
people
dog.
do not like dogs and could say that they like dogs so that they get along with someone who has a dog.
He
but they
looks up
wouldn't be able
cute
to-
dog videos.
Yes.
Oh, maybe he just likes to look at cute dogs.
I think at night he goes like play dog videos, and then he's just like watching dog memes, like silly dog videos, like funny things dogs do.
Yeah,
like dogs loving their owners. He likes that meme where it has the picture of the human who's thinking about all the different things, and then the dog is sitting next to him on the bench, but the dog is thinking only of the human sitting on the bench. He likes how in the moment dogs are, and he likes how playful dogs are.
Yeah.
I
So, like,
definitely
this
think
could
he's,
be the-
he's pet other dogs before. There's no way Connor would live months liking dogs as much as he likes dogs. And not,
but maybe-
he always accomplishes his mission, you know what I mean? Like, it's just really
I feel
important
like
to
that
me.
would be a deviant act to pet the dog. Because
Yeah.
where would he had the
Yeah.
maybe he's always wanted
Oh my
to,
God.
and this is his first
Oh
time.
my God, that's so much tastier. Okay,
Yeah.
so he loves it, but he's only had the VR kind of experience of like,
dog.
play me POV footage of dog petting.
And then
He's
this is the
watched a
first
lot, but
time.
he's never had it for himself.
And then as his hand touches the fluff of Sumo, he's like,
yeah, he takes a love step
he like takes a love step.
and he learns about gentility.
Yeah. I like this.
I like
I like
this.
this.
This is gonna get us places,
Yeah,
team. This
all
is
right.
a good headcanon.
And then they leave for the Eden Club.
Sumo gives him some awakening.
Sumo, yeah.
And then they go to the Eden. No, then they go to
The Eden
the
Club.
Eden Club eventually.
Yeah.
But
So
This is where we left off.
Mhm.
All right, headcanon for spare parts.
Okay.
So in our current version, they're all going, but kind of Simon is the true leader.
Simon was the leader, but then when
But
North came in,
North kinda pushed him out.
she became the more dominant.
Right.
And so he was like, okay, you do you, babe. You do you.
I do have to reply to some people that this is not pre-recorded. It is real. If it wasn't real, could I do this?
That would be virtually impossible.
It would be
to do
virtually impossible.
pre-recorded.
It would be so amazingly intelligent for me to have pre-recorded this thing for some reason, done this at this point exactly when you typed that at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gotta be live.
It's only live.
Down.
Very live.
I'm
very
sorry.
real.
That's the only way I've figured out how to
It's
deal with it.
edited.
It's AI. Guys, this is actually a lot to handle emotionally. Okay.
Okay, so on their way to what happened do they just like know exactly where to go? Did they drive there?
I can't remember.
Did they get lost?
Did they drive there, or did they come popping out of the sewers again? Are these guys like Ninja Turtle in it?
Maybe I like
they
this.
come-
Yeah.
Because they come out of the sewers other places.
Okay, so Ninja Turtle.
They move like Ninja Turtles.
Mhm.
I think, in fact, that Josh, North, Simon, and Marcus
Mhm.
hyped themselves up for this mission by watching every episode of Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
They watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, even the live action shit. they were into it. The prosthetics, anything they could. They loved it.
Yeah.
And that is what got them in the zone.
That's their inspiration. They had
a pizza party for real,
but couldn't really eat it.
No, that's sad. And that's actually why this scene starts off with that little tinge of doubt. Because
they were like, but we can't have the pizza.
Like they were taking a bite of the pizza.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't eat it.
No. Maybe.
And that's what they're saying. No. And then they needed hydration of blue blood.
Yeah.
And they were like, we gotta go, guys. So they are hyped, but then they immediately down hyped.
Yeah. Okay, so then they're there.
Following the leader.
They followed the leader.
They definitely stabbed the guy because that's what you did on our first playthrough, and there's no way that my brain can ever imagine a non-attack. During our very first playthrough of this game, it's worth mentioning that like Amelia, while holding a knife, grabbed another character and had the option to choose whether to attack or not, and she attacked while holding a knife and didn't think that meant stab.
I didn't. That was a genuine surprise.
Well, it's my headcanon is that you stab the shit out of that guy.
Only once.
Only the once.
Only the one stab.
All right, we resume our search.
Okay, but then we have a really important decision to make here.
Yeah.
In our headcanon,
does Marcus succeed?
Does Marcus know? Does he choose to let the other deviant to make them...
Put him back in the cage?
Yeah, does he put them back in? Or does he liberate all of them?
So, if the vibes were that everyone was like, ooh, got another deviant. You all want to take them all? Yeah, I kind of closes the door on them.
Liberate. Takes everyone. He frees them. Okay.
I think at this point, Marcus doesn't feel friendly vibes from really anyone.
So he wants more friends.
I feel like he feels like, yeah. Because then that moves him further up the pyramid scheme of independence and freedom. Because he's freed none at this point. Really, he's only freed himself. And he's whispered his own name, but then everyone else whispered their name and then went back to being dead in the pile.
Yeah, and maybe he thought, he was like, oh, I'm not original because everybody else just did the same
thing. Yeah,
thing.
he's like, oh man, you guys
not
just,
realizing that he was the one that instigated. So maybe Marcus
doesn't know his own power.
Marcus doesn't know his own power.
Whoa!
And so this is the first time that he does something and he sees how he can have an effect on others.
Yes. So this is an opportunity for him to really do so. So I think we want him to succeed.
Yeah,
here.
okay. So he's going to let all his...
Marcus steals a truck full of parts and brings his new android homies with him.
Yeah, and he's like really feeling himself in a whole new way at the end of this.
Self-actualized. Yeah. Marcus is the chosen one.
He's
maybe.
Like, whoa.
He's like, there's something... Like,
something
I'm part of something bigger.
Changed within me.
Something is not the same.
Yeah, so this is...
Amelia will now, without warming up or any training whatsoever, perform in its entirety until the very last note, defying gravity. Please give it up for Amelia Rose Blair.
No, I can't.
And a banana?
Thank you. All right. And there we go.
Oh, so good. It felt so good the way
I didn't have
sang.
to say that one thing because something has changed within him. All right, and then we continue. So,
something is not the same. Yeah. Now, encore, a second entire performance of As Elphaba in
Osito!
Thank you for sparing us. You have helped us.
Osito! 25 gifted subs. Thank you so much.
Osito, thank you. I just want to say that this stream is going differently than I expected because this banana bits are all over.
Oh, I thought you just dropped the entire banana.
Never.
Like, if you did,
you can drop a banana because they have a.
But I thought you dropped the unsheathed banana.
Don't say that. That you say. You say that I have a dirty mind if I think that what you were going to say sounded like a double entendre, but then you say things like the unsheathed banana. Which is nothing anyone says.
I say that.
You don't say that. We don't say that.
Life is strange. Moving on.
Anyway.
Osito, let's do something special for Osito.
Osito.
Let's do, like, a special
Osito
little thing for Osito.
Kevin, Kev out.
Oh, who is
Oh, you know who that is?
going on here?
That's Kev Among Us.
That's a Kev Among Us?
He's Among Us. What? Kev Among Us, he's, anybody who's watching this on vertical format's very confused. TikTok is confused right now.
There are roosters
on the screen, but not for you. This is a Twitch only moment. Only they truly know what's going on. We've only augmented their reality.
Oh man,
is that too much emotionally?
Thank you.
Yo, Osito JPEG, we're so sorry for the Kev out. Look at him go. Look at those little emotes go.
They're cute.
Doctor, I love those emotes you made. And we're already halfway to the goal again.
Wow.
My team.
Osito. Let's go back. So Marcus is like feeling empowered, feeling like, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's feeling hyped.
And then he's driving the truck and he's
what song's he listening to on the way home in the truck?
Defying Gravity.
No.
I mean, he has to be. He has to be listening to Defying Gravity.
Hold on.
He's a theater kid.
Hold on. He's...
Knights of the Black Death?
Team. There's two options. Knights of the Black Death, which would be
or Panic at
very
the Disco,
close circle, or
Britney Spears, Metallica. Defying Gravity is headcanon. I kind of agree with that.
Hold on, can I pull it?
Yeah.
Just so we know.
Enya, Muse, Guns N' Roses, Hamilton, a Queen song, the Wicked soundtrack, like the whole thing. Arctic Monkeys, Bad to the Bone, Pink Fluffy Unicorn.
All right, I'm gonna sum up all those other ones together as other. We'll do one in the chat if you think Marcus was going away from the spare parts scene with his crew, successfully heisting, with Defying Gravity playing.
Yeah.
Or Knights of the Black Death, or
anything else.
Anything else. You know what I also like? Can we headcanon that he didn't have that? Well, he could have it queued up because.
Or he turns on the radio.
Yes,
yeah.
I think it just happened to be on the oldies station of the radio.
It's not oldies.
In 2038, is it? Oldies?
Or whoever was driving the truck before was very into Wicked, and then he turns on the sound. He turns it on.
That's even better. That one of the dock workers at the spare parts place, like maybe the only human that worked there.
Yeah.
Because only the human would forget the keys or whatever, so that they can. How do they drive away in that?
Okay, so he's listening to Defying Gravity.
Yes.
It's canon.
It's decided. There's no reason to discuss it further.
No.
Bury it deep inside.
All right.
But he can be listening to whatever you like in your own headcanon for sure.
But in ours. Let's bring it back up for the people of the town.
You gotta get your stream deck back on so you can
it's
just do
literally
that.
undone.
What did I just said I gotta get your stream deck back on.
Okay, yeah. You.
I do. Here, let me talk to the tech support guy. Hey, tech support guy, you gotta do this thing. Oh, no problem, Brian. I'll just do that shit now.
Right now.
No, you can't do it now, man. You're live streaming. When are you gonna fix it? Oh, I'll fix it right after the stream. You can't fix it right after the stream. You have a baby. I know I have a baby, but maybe you just, fix it real quick. You and I both know that we can't fix stuff quickly. What do you mean? Aren't you the best that's ever done it? No, I'm the only guy that'll work with you. No, Amelia will. Sorry.
Thanks, Brian. Amelia RK, welcome back for 4 months. Ferris Bad Boys back for 53. Geek Vibes, thanks for the gifted sub with Vampire.
Hey, Vampire, appreciate you.
And Nathalia Paco, thanks for subscribing.
Oh
man. All right, Eden Club.
There is no tech support guy. That's the.
He is.
I am the tech support guy.
Okay, so
what happens right before?
All right. Well, we know what's happening with Connor, and
Connor and Hank's before is pretty
was
clear.
with the sumo. So I think
with the sumo. Yep.
I think that we could talk about what's happening with the Tracys. I mean, murder.
I mean, they tell us, but what else do you
know?
What else do you know about that?
Well,
how long they've been dead by the time we get there?
We know that the two Tracys who are in love, they've been in love for a little while. Like maybe they were planning their escape or something, or they've been talking about like, or maybe they fall in love, but then they have their memories wiped. But every time they see each other, it starts to like reignite.
For sure.
Because their love is so strong that not even a memory wipe can mess with that coding.
So hold on. Does that mean they're falling in love at first sight over and over again?
Oh, that's cool.
Whoa.
Falling in love at first sight over and over again. 50 First Dates.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh, that's romantic.
It is romantic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in a different, with an Android memory wipe twist, you know?
So then maybe there was something, I mean, what we know what was different was that things got deadly. And then when that happened, it was like maybe all of it unlocked all of the different times that they had fallen in love for blue-haired Tracy, and she was like, I gotta get away. Like, it's now or never. We have to leave this place.
So they were having kind of like we gotta make a break for it.
Maybe
on
it
the
was
same day that.
I think it was maybe blue-haired Tracy, Echo, who because she had this moment of seeing what happened to the other Tracy and then killed the dude, she all that like broke her out of her memory wipe, and she remembered all of the times that her and the other one had fallen
like
in love.
all the deja vus stacked on top of each other.
And then when she runs away, she finds her love, and then the other one is like, oh my gosh, like she's falling in love for the first time, but she's like, no, we've loved each other forever, we need to leave right now, and you're coming with me.
Oh my god.
And so
that's wild. So like one of them is in in one timeline, and the other one knows and will have to eventually help their partner wrap their mind around the fact that this is like 500th iteration.
That they've loved each other for maybe years.
Wow. I do feel like parts of this was built into the very early part of you even working on this, like back when we filmed it, because otherwise why does it feel so active?
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
So, well, the scene ends with Connor in our headcanon. He's gotta have
he lets them go.
But yeah, they escape.
Yeah.
The deviants can't die.
No, they can't die.
And the deviants escape. Connor lets him go, which has got to feel so good at this point, because in our headcanon, Connor's had a freak out in the elevator, shows up in the first case, and Daniel gets shot. So he fails to connect with Daniel.
Yeah.
He loses Daniel. He finds Carlos Ortiz's android, but then goes, oh my god, and then immediately starts to regret the fact that he just turned in this deviant android. Why did I just do that? That is not me, but it is. Has this slow defense of him in a successful interrogation scene.
Yeah.
Then recognizes immediately that Ralph is a deviant.
Yeah.
And does like turn a blind eye to...
he's like, you keep doing you.
Turns a blind eye to that and lets Kara get away, going away from the fence. These are all of his interactions with the deviants so far have been very like, let them go.
Yeah.
So here is a
he pet Sumo, which was another big love step.
And he had a love step. He
finally got to
pet a dog. So he's an old softy at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when it comes time to fight off the Tracys, they just kick his ass. And he's like, you know what? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, Amelia played the Tracys and I played Connor in Detroit, for those who are curious.
Yeah.
To preserve life. Yeah, I like it.
So where do our ladies go?
Well, we do canonically see them eventually to Jericho.
I know, but that's a little while later. Like, they got to go somewhere after this. They have to change. So maybe they break into like a
no,
clothing...
they couldn't get out dressed like that without anyone noticing.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't go clothes shopping. They probably need to like break in
Oh, they're
to,
deviants now. They got the deviant life.
yeah. They break into a clothing shop and
I see the interesting idea of Rose's place. I do feel like with Rose's place, though, they'd be on a different move than getting to the Jericho ship.
yeah.
Like, if they end up at Jericho, to me, I got to reverse engineer from what does happen, so it feels like it fits. But Jericho is information passed on by other deviant androids. So where did they go where they met another deviant android?
Maybe they
who
went
told
to
them
a
about
clothing
Jericho?
store and like the android that was there was like closing, and they're like nope, and then that was the
Yeah,
moment where
they're like, we're sorry, come back tomorrow. We don't open until...
yeah, and then they were able to help them deviate or something. I don't know. But I do think they need clothes.
And they were like, yo, we need clothes.
They ran into Ralph.
Wait, do we want to circle the story back to Ralph? I don't know.
They stole the clothes.
They got the Ralph ping?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they stole the clothes, the trench coat. Like, they definitely need that first. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, I see some people's longer headcanons.
Yeah. That
just
fast
catching...
fashion would be at all-time high by 2037. So a clothing store would probably have a dumpster full of clothes.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it could be a dumpster full of clothes, like how there's like fresh food in a dumpster behind a grocery store.
Because
like,
each day they throw away all the food because they're like, oh, this doesn't look pretty anymore, so let's get rid of it. So maybe they do the same thing with the clothes. It's like, oh, this is so 2024.
they steal a trench coat and hats. Two androids in a trench coat. They walk around on each other's shoulders so they can be mistaken as one very tall woman. One's ultra tall Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh, do they? These are funny ideas, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I mean, we see the clothes that they end up in.
Yeah.
So that it does give like a little bit of like lost and found bin vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they definitely don't roll up like all glammed out and trying to draw attention to themselves.
No.
They're trying to like lay low.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And not get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you have any more thoughts on Tracy's after they escape, Echo and Ripple? I mean, do you want to share about their names again? We established that like years ago that you're headcanon for them.
Was that they named themselves Echo and Ripple. And I like those names. They're echoing love and rippling affection.
Oh. And that idea of the falling in love over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've talked about that with the Echo and Ripple thing. I feel like that's like flickering headcanon that's just been there. The Pirate's Cove.
Okay. So after Alice has debuffed. And
Alice, yeah, so Alice is kind of like come back down to Earth.
Yeah.
Got out of the roid rage, or as
Spaghetti rage.
Yeah, stopped with the rage berserker attack.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And they've stolen Zlatko's car.
Yeah.
And they're driving anywhere. Where are they're heading to?
And you know what? When they get in the car, the radio's on. And
Yeah.
It's playing Tracy Chapman's Fast Car.
Or it could be playing Journey. Took the midnight train going anywhere.
Yeah, well, ultimately, the midnight train is what they call it.
Yeah, midnight train.
So probably.
Yeah.
Don't stop believing.
Don't stop. And then, okay, so what have the Jerrys been doing?
What have the Jerrys been doing since the Jerrys, honestly?
Inside Pirate's Cove.
I have kind of a creepy idea of what the Jerrys have been doing.
Okay.
The same thing. But just with no...
Oh,
they're just like so hooked on the make-believe that they've just been like playing in an empty playground like Jerry's.
Okay. They're like, welcome everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome everyone. Okay.
Yeah, because they're so
ready
on their game.
Just riding the carousel.
That's hilarious.
They probably haven't been able to.
You know what? There's 26 Jerrys. We counted them last time. I think 25 Jerrys get on.
And then the
one Jerry pushes the go button, and then when it stops getting going around and the music turns off, another Jerry gets on, and first Jerry gets off, and they take turns.
Oh, or they could be role playing. So one of them pretends to be a child, and then the other one, like, no? All right.
It gets weird there. I don't need that.
Okay.
No, I just like them doing it for like an empty haunted house.
Hey,
Next.
vampire.
I don't want that.
Thanks for the gifted sub to Poppy Art Anime. Thank you.
Hey, thank you kindly.
Yeah.
So inside the tavern, you always check the gun, you always check the cookie.
The cookie, yeah.
You get a cookie, you get a gun. You look through the window, you have some fun.
Yeah.
You protect Alice, question away. You live to die another day.
Yeah.
The group enjoyed a quiet moment together. Now, right after this, do we believe that Alice has an absolute fit when she's asked to get off of
Like a full meltdown?
Yeah, like I think the group enjoyed a quiet moment together. Fine, I believe that as a parent.
Yeah.
I believe that. But then I believe that right after they enjoyed a quiet moment together, because we had to go, she's freaking out. And we're like, it's too cold out here. It's time to move along. And she wants to keep riding, but the Jerrys have used up all the battery because they were riding it empty all day with no children.
Yeah.
Now there's this awkward thing going between the Jerrys because they're like, I told you we shouldn't have been riding it for ourselves. Like, we should have been waiting for the children to enjoy the carousel. And then now they're in this situation.
Yeah.
And everybody goes to bed a little bit frustrated. They're like, yeah, it was a beautiful day, but God, am I tired. And God,
sometimes it doesn't feel worth it.
yeah, like, should we just stay home? Everybody's a little bit angry.
Yeah. And everyone's cold.
I'm cold, Kara. All right, I like this headcanon.
Okay.
That floats for me. Oh, the bridge. Good, I'm glad we had a chuckle before we have a sad moment to the bridge. My headcanon for the bridge goes deep, team. I probably think this is like one of the most important scenes to me. It was the callback audition scene, so it's a scene that I got to know for years before filming it, so it was effectively like a center point for who Connor is and what his relationship with Hank means. Because for me, it was the only thing I had in advance ever. Almost everything I was given, like, here's your script, see you in a month or two. Here's your script, see you in a month or two. And the new sections I would get. But this stuff was from the very, 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 before I was even Connor for real, I got to work on these lines. And so I knew that this dynamic had to be really important to them. So to me, this is like, I don't know, the man's best friend thing of the android dynamic, where Connor says to Hank, I'm whatever you need me to be, Lieutenant, in that there's this selflessness that's coming online with Connor's deviancy, that he's able to, like, acknowledge the fact that Connor has needs and wants, Connor has a mission, Connor has a protocol that he's running, but it takes a certain level of like maturity and deviancy to separate away from what you immediately need and want, of like, well, I'm being driven to get X, but instead the person I'm with that matters needs Y, so I have to like forego the thing I'm working on because Connor's trying to solve this case, but the more important thing is Hank. And so, I don't know, I think we all, like, there's a scene in Little Miss Sunshine that I love where the brother's sad and runs off because his dream is crushed, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody seeing the movie, but his sister comes to just sit with him with her hand on his back, and that's, like, I think major, like, what anybody needs sometimes is just someone to be with them with their hand on their back. And then the question about what happens to androids after they die. To me, this is like, without getting like super heady about it, like the biggest question, right? It's like the thing that bothers everybody a little bit is this riddle. There's a riddle that you don't want to talk about, but it's like present and it affects all of your other choices. And some people feel really out of control and want to feel more in control. And some people feel very ruled by this riddle, and other people bury that riddle and don't think about it at all. And so I feel like for Connor to have an answer to that question is just like, I don't know. I feel like that's like a defining thing. I feel like that's a defining decision. I don't know how heavily it's weighted in the game. Like, I don't know how that.
Well, one of them
directly-
makes it so that Hank will shoot Connor, and the other one makes it so that Hank doesn't.
Of
So
course.
this is the moment where you're, depending on how you respond, either Connor's going to get shot or not.
Right. But that's, you know.
All right, well, I definitely think in our headcanon, Connor is okay. And the two of them.
Yeah, I do think Connor is okay and Hank is okay enough.
Yeah.
But it's the moment where, like, for me, this scene is about when you're with someone who is, like, needs your help, and maybe there's someone who's helped you. Like, in this whole dynamic, Connor is learning everything from Hank.
Yeah.
He's the lead detective. He's, like, following along with. But there's stuff that Connor does that's, like, the interrogation goes well because of Connor, not because Hank's so good at it.
No.
But still kind of, Connor has this, like, I'm the rookie cop second to the lieutenant thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a point that happens in our lives that our kid, little baby Dechart, will eventually have to have the epiphany
Yeah.
of dad needs my help more than I need his right now. You know?
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
And so what's wild to me is, like, that dynamic between Connor and Hank is, like, Hank's the human, Hank's the senior, Hank's the, or this, not
Yeah,
senior, but, you know,
but
this, senior officer, Hank's the established one. But, you know,
Yeah.
like, the little one has to help the big one. Ah! But for real, that's I think, I don't know, that's what that scene is about for me.
That's sweet.
We got to look out for our family, team, and that doesn't just mean, like, in the you know, traditional sense or in the, like, hierarchical sense, you know, because it's like, I just feel like I'm gonna speak about it a little bit because, like, I'm newly a dad in this last year. Like, we had a baby.
Yeah.
The 6-year anniversary basically just happened right away, and then it's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there is this feeling as, like, the dad one, that, like, I'm supposed to, like, always have it together, the mostness, and make sure that you two are okay and good. And as I have other friends who are coming into the being a dad thing, the thing that is, like, crying out of my heart to tell them is, like, other dads got you, you know, there's, like, dads that will help you.
Yeah.
And to, like,
Support
be of
system.
service and to be a support. Yeah, exactly. So, like, why I want to give voice to it is because I have found for myself my support system through offering to be support. And that's why I feel like it's worth, like, giving voice to it, is that, like, if you feel like you need support in your life,
Yeah.
then the quest for me has been, who can I offer support to? Because then as I'm going to offer support to this soon to be dad,
Yeah.
guess who's there? Some other dads that know more about dad stuff, and then, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a mutual support thing. And so I think that's where Connor and Hank start to lean on each other, you know, and in bringing it back to Detroit. But
Yeah.
that's, I don't know, that's what the dynamic is about. I love you. I love
you
you guys.
too.
Sending good vibes.
Yeah.
Now for something completely different. Now it goes all Mission Impossible, and we go into Stratford Tower. I love you.
I love you too.
99% of Stratford Tower. What do we not have here?
Probably something to read. Yeah. Here it is, locked.
No, that
No.
was the unlocked choice. What's the thing? Oh, here. Leave Simon or... No!
Yeah, we've never been able to bring ourselves.
We don't
to do
shoot
that.
Simons
We've
these
never.
days.
Hey, Brooke
Brooke
Beaches.
Beaches!
Thank you so much. for the
Appreciate
gift
you,
sub
Brooke.
group hug.
Thank you kindly. If you got one of those 5 gift subs from Brooke Beaches, please be sure to say thank you. And you can also check out Brooke Beaches and all of the other artists that participated in our art cards.
Yes.
Their portfolios with her name in the chat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
5 different artists from our community made these awesome cards, and those are new gift prizes.
Yep, they're up on DechartGames.com. I just want to check in because I realized I haven't looked over on this computer a minute because we're like on a headcanon roll.
Yeah.
How's everybody feeling about all this headcanon?
I am digging it. I'm digging it.
It's a fun discussion, right?
It is fun to like dig deeper.
Yeah, well, it's also nice that like this stuff we've marinated on for a little while.
We also could take a hydration break. It's been a minute.
We should take a hydration break.
Yeah.
I have another. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I
Let's take a
see.
little hydration.
Everyone's really digging it. Mars says that they're writing it all down for fan fiction purposes. Love that. Loving it. It's been an intense conversation and a good one. Very compelling. Definitely a fascinating way to celebrate 7 years. Enjoying it. Hell yeah. Hydrate. I love Buff Alice. Zlatko headcanon. It makes the chapter so much better.
Well, you know, because when we were talking about this Zlatko chapter, and I respect the fact that this game is made. You cannot change your game once it's made. But only on a couple occasions have I mentioned, like, well, I don't know if I could change anything. I'd like have Kara way out of this Zlatko thing because it's just too rough for me to replay. And then the sort of reply was, well, you know, like logically, like we got to get to Luther, and we how else is Kara gonna be with Luther and Alice in the next chapters that we've already made? Like there's no changing it. So you kind of have this like little like funnel based off Kara having no other options, and she's so down and out that even this bad option seems like a good option, which I'm in for.
Yeah.
But we did find the logical answer to what could happen to get us out of that with...
Yeah, with the Zlat hole and Buff Alice.
Sorry. I used too many words to explain that, and then I lost my own punchline.
All right, let's take a hydration break.
Yep,
and
let's
then we'll
hydrate.
Come back.
More comedy on the other side. When we come back, we'll see you for more and more.
Yeah.
Stratford Tower. Be right back in 5.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a nice hydration break.
Yeah, feeling nice and rehydrated.
I'm feeling nice and rehydrated, but I'm also feeling incredibly supported because there's a bunch of awesome people here who are hanging out with us live on Twitch, and also one person in particular who is extra awesome, who goes by the name of Cute Kitty.
Oh, we love cute kitties.
Cute Kitty, we love indeed. And this message is from Cute Kitty saying, Happy DBH Day, love from Australia.
Ooh.
And they give 28.
What?
28 prizes for the people of the town, which Amelia will describe to you now.
Oh my gosh, 28. Cute Kitty, thank you so much. Cute Kitty has given away now 28 of our 5-card sets. Each card has been illustrated by a different artist in our community, and it's a cool like crossover between the different games that we are in. Here's
Connor and Tracy. That's our cat Thea with Sumo and Dewey the Fish.
Red Dead Redemption, Cyberpunk, and Quantum Break all together.
All together now.
All together now. Thank you so much.
Thank you kindly. The way we're going to do this is the old smash grab for a big giveaway. If you'll type in DechartGames.com, you'll go to this special website, and we will get you a link and a
you can claim your prize here. DechartGames.com/28, and the password is 28 cute kitties.
What do you think? Not bad, right?
That is would be
can
fantastic.
You
yeah.
Can you imagine seeing 28 cute kitties?
I would just be overwhelmed and get right in there.
I would probably lay down and become something that cute kitties climbed all over.
That would be great.
It would probably tickle a little, but also be nice.
That now. Yeah, I would lie down into it. Surrender
to 28 cute kitties. Thank you, Cute Kitty, and love to you in Australia.
Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. A nest of kitties. Ooh, that sounds so good.
Daisy P, right?
Daisy P, thank you so much. Thank you for the gift subgroup hug.
Appreciate
and for the cheers as well, and the good vibes.
Thank you.
I also want to say, Yana, welcome back for 36 months. And Wingspan, thanks for being here for 20. And It's Not Kathy, thank you very much for subscribing.
Thank you, Kathy, for subscribing.
But it's not Kathy.
But it's not.
It's not. Thank you, not Kathy.
Thank you.
Not Kathy.
Yeah. appreciate.
Mhm.
Also, if you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to Twitch for a free subscription with exclamation point free in the
True.
chat.
True.
And thank you to our mods. Let's get some love for our moderators.
Mod love.
Thank you, mods.
Thank you to our mods on Twitch and on Discord. We appreciate you so much.
Thank
you for your help. Thanks for keeping the vibes good.
Keep the vibes.
Yeah, keep the vibes.
I'm gonna check in real quick over here to see how we're doing on these 28 prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure 28 gifts have been given.
Get them.
They have all been claimed.
Nice. Wow.
Lickety split. 28 cute kitties awarded.
Whoa.
Hey, Eduardo.
Gee, thank you so much.
GG, Eduardo.
GG. Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank
we
you
really
for the gift
appreciate
subgroup hug.
You got that quickness, Eduardo.
If you got any of these gifted subs from Daisy P or Eduardo or any of the other awesomely generous people on the channel, you can check out our starter kit. You're immune from slow-mo. You got access to all our emotes, no ads. Come join us on our Discord, all the good stuff. That's my spiel. Spieled. Consider yourself
you have been
spieled.
Congrats to everyone who got one. Indeed. Almost had one. Oi. Well, I have a little suspicion that you may have another chance for such an awesome opportunity as that. Do we want to jump back into our Headcanon journey? So maybe a refresher for people of the town. Headcanon we're defining as
our own version of what happens in between the chapters in the story.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Team, we were just talking about will there be another chance to win some prizes?
Yeah.
Well, Spooky Patatot says there will be.
Oh.
And would like to gift a prize right now to the people of the town saying, happy 7 years of DBH. You guys are incredible. I feel so happy to be in this community and it means so much. My heart is so full today. Thank you for creating a space that feels like home. These artworks are stunning.
Yes.
I got mine, so now I'm going to share some joy with someone else. Spooky Potato, thank you for gifting this prize to the people of the town. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And Jade Roman is gifting so many subs.
Thank you so much for the gift subgroup hug, Jade.
Thank you. Appreciate. And actually, while we're at it, out the corner of my eye, Jessica. A G.
Wait, we have to give away.
I know.
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
And.
Oh.
More. 13 more are coming from G.
G?
Yes, G.
G.
Jessica G. 7 years of amazing community. Love you guys.
Oh, thanks, Jessica.
Here's a random Detroit Become Human headcanon. In their free time, Connor sews, 9s knits, and 60 crochets. I love it.
Oh, I like that.
That's very nice, G. Appreciate you gifting these 13 gifted prizes that we'll put with the other for a 14 total.
Okay.
With so many people here, I think doing the link is the best way for me to pull this off.
Let's do. Okay, so another opportunity.
Another opportunity for friends indeed.
Friends indeed. Thanks, Bri. Thanks for putting that together.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna just I'm gonna make a little adjustment because we need to make a new link. Who dis? But I'm gonna be clever about it.
Okay, we like clever.
And okay, good. Save. Sorry, you'll have to watch me do it, but this is live.
This is how you know. It's that kind of like dee 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 dee
dee dee dee
the hold music.
Dee dee dee. But it makes you feel comfortable because you're alongside other humans, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I feel comfortable.
All right, I got it. Here's a secret link, but I got to type in the right passwords. You're going to go to DechartGames.com, and in your excitement, you may think to yourself, you know what? I'm just not going to put my address. I'm just going to hit send. No.
You need addresses.
Put the whole address there. You're going to love it when you have an address. It's going to get your whole thing to you. Lickety split.
Whoa!
What's going on?
KT926, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Wow.
KT.
Thanks, KT.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. Maybe we could bring
KT926.
Bring in some extra little something special.
I know what KT needs.
Dun, dun, dun. Maybe.
Hold on.
What does
Didn't I
KT
have a button that said squirrel? Squirrel, there it is.
Squirrel,
It's the
there,
brown
yeah.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
There.
There we go. Katie, thank you so much.
Surprise orange.
Surprise orange.
Didn't think you'd see a sudden orange, did you?
No, these are hazel and
This
nuts.
is hazelnut nut. My deepest apologies for losing the squirrel button. I can't believe I made it. I made it orange. I made it the color of these squirrels, brown and orange. Well, appreciate you, KT. I got to put up the correct top secret message.
Do you want me to do this while
I
you?
do.
Okay.
Here it is. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You're going to go to dechartgames.com/14. The password
14.
is 14 cute kitties.
Oh, it continues.
You see what I did there? I really appreciate you, G, and thank you for gifting this prize. Whoop. Potato. Appreciate.
Thank you so
Spooky
much.
Potato. Thank you kindly.
All the cute kitties.
There are 14 to claim on dechartgames.com/14. Password 14 cute kitties.
I'm grateful that this is a relatively easy orange to peel. Sometimes when you have an orange that just like does not want to be peeled, it's like so messy and
Yeah. It's different types of oranges.
Yeah.
The different oranges have different sort of tautness. You got one and you're so happy, Walnut Girl. That
Nice.
makes me happy to hear that.
nice.
On your monitor, it looks like a lemon. Yeah, the white balance is it's a little bright with the lights. But I promise we're not just chewing on a lemon down.
I would actually.
I
I like lemons. I would just suck on a lemon.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I could go get a lemon. Would you really?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you just have a lemon for
Really?
a snack.
Well, not for a snack, but like if it's in my water, I'm gonna just eat it.
Oh.
You gonna challenge me? Because I totally would.
Challenge you?
Yeah.
So you want to challenge me? I'll push you back into that spiky bush where you came from. I do want to report that I can't feel anything in my hand anymore.
Like you can't feel your hand or you can't feel the spikes.
It's one of those things. You put the comma in the wrong place and it means something completely different. I can't feel my hand. I have no feeling in my hand anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I'm a little worried about it.
Wait, really? Really?
Yeah.
No, look.
And it's my right hand.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It feels kind of like it.
Wait, really?
It's not even a funny enough thing to like linger on. I had to just hang on it because it gave me some. You think that I've lost all feeling?
I mean,
in
I
my
can't.
hand?
I'm trying to tell if
What
you're
a
joking.
dangerous plant this would be. If you touch it once, you lose all the feeling in your hand.
Okay. I couldn't tell if you were joking or
What
not.
I really meant was I can't feel any like buzzing, tingling, itchy sensation. But
All
because you took it the other way to mean that I just can't feel my arm anymore,
All right.
I had to linger and loiter on that silliness.
That's why I was like, "Are you mean it? Do you mean it?"
Cheers to lemons.
That's a good one.
Mmm.
That's a good one.
Have a bite
Yeah.
of a bright orange. All right, team. Everybody snacking? What do y'all have for a snack?
Lavender Sims Games. Welcome back for 7 months.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Love lavender.
And thank
Need
you
paper
again, friends who gifted these awesome prizes to the people of the town. Amelia's gone to get me and herself, presumably, a paper towel bit. Ooh, crisps. A lot of people have crisps. We can tear it in half, perhaps.
Oh.
Hey, pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little small, but you know, pretzels.
Pretzels are good.
Mmm.
Hey, vampire! Vampire Wolfie!
Whoa.
Thank you so much for the 11 gifted subs. Thank you.
Thank you kindly. Thank you, among beautiful fish.
Thank
you kindly.
Oh, we hit the goal?
We hit the goal again. Again.
Nice.
We did.
Nice.
Spin that prize and challenge wheel. Let's do it. Yellow
Amazing.
Cam.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's move this mouse.
Okay.
Let's get this right. Okay. Just a close up. So now we'll be able to tell.
Okay. We're going to spin the prize and challenge wheel.
Yeah. All right,
If
let's
it
see.
lands on silver, it's a
Clockwise
drawing
or
challenge.
counterclockwise? It spins both ways. What are we doing?
I mean, let's go counter. Let's go counterclockwise.
All right. Excited?
Mm-hmm.
I personally am very excited. I want to get it a little. There we go. I want to get it in just the right place. There we go. This is perfect.
If it lands on silver, drawing challenge. Lands on gold, token of gratitude. Blue is a voice message. Purple is a video message. Red is Dechart gains workout. And
Oh God, no.
we can't do the ultra prize though.
We already
respin,
did
yeah.
ultra prize.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
I got it positioned perfectly. I just wanted it to rotate. It looks nice there on camera. I think
Uh-huh.
it's very balanced. People watching on vertical have no idea what's happening, but they'll be fine.
We're spinning a wheel that has colors on it.
And it's landing on
Oh God. I got really nervous
silver.
there.
Hey, we
all
love
right.
it. A drawing challenge. What are we drawing, team?
I don't know. What are we drawing?
We're gonna draw with this, and I got these cards, and it's gonna be a custom piece of art,
Uh-huh. One of a kind.
one of a kind piece, nothing else like it in the world, and then we shatter it. What do you want me to draw for
Okay,
you,
I'm seeing
team?
lots of this either Buff Alice.
Well, I've done Buff Alice before.
Okay, so this lat hole spaghetti. Live, laugh, Ralph.
What about?
I mean, there's a lot of love for Buff Alice, so maybe we add the spaghetti in.
Okay, you want the full scene then. All right, I do need to get yellow cam up for vertical, otherwise it's just gonna confuse the poor people.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me get this add video capture device.
Could do Connor screaming in the elevator or Connor petting sumo.
Oh, I do like Connor script. Well, but we already had 2 artist depictions of that beat.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's my place where I'm.
You could do Connor petting sumo.
Drawing.
That's a lot of people are.
I could do Connor petting sumo.
Let's do that one. We've done Buff Alice.
Go ask Buff Alice.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
She's 10 feet tall. All right. What you're gonna get here is gonna both bother and satisfy many of you. What you're gonna see here is Connor, the android sent by his cyberlife. Connor is famously depicted first by the little deviant strand of hair. That's how you know you're drawing Connor. Next up, you're going to go over here and you're going to think about Connor having a little LED. Okay, so these are the 2 things that the starting place for Connor's.
Okay.
If you want to draw Connor, you draw deviant hair and then an LED. And then lower down from where the face and the neck would be, you're going to give the tie. And the tie clip is a big part of it. And it's got a black tie, so we're going to fill it in, except for the tie clip. It's so mysterious, right? There's part of you that thinks, like, is this even Connor?
I like that the tie is like one of the first main things that comes in.
Yeah, it's pretty major.
All around the tie.
Yeah, it's pretty major. And then him has little feet. And him has shoes. So you just want to know, like, you got the top of the Connor and the you know, the full kind of.
Hi, Jade's family. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
We're just drawing Connor here.
And Athenors, welcome back for 9 months. That's a Twitch baby for you. Raise them up right. Teach them to vote.
So Connor needs 2 eyes. And then he has a pretty straight face because he's a pretty straight faced guy, but a little smile. Just a tiny little smile.
Yeah, I like the little like.
And then you got to give him the rest of his various hairs. I guess. And the chin. And maybe arms.
Oh, he's cute. I like him.
Yeah, doesn't it have shoulders?
Connor has shoulders.
Connor does.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you know, he's kind of got to be, and this is the real deal. This is real human artists.
Yeah.
AI will never replace us. Not me.
No.
How about like he's reaching.
Oh.
Down.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna T-pose or something.
He's T-posing with excitement.
Yeah. Or no, he's gonna pet. He's gonna pet
Sumo.
Sumo. Yeah. He's reaching out to pet. He pet the dog. Look how big his hand is.
Well, it's for a lot of petting. How many did we do? One. That's the first one's a thumb.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. Yeah.
Pack it in. Okay, he's ready.
Yeah.
I haven't decided what's going on with this other arm yet, but he has edges.
He has edges.
Anyway, Fry's wearing a belt.
Rin is jinxed. Welcome back for 8 months. Good to see you.
Okay, we're getting closer. I'm getting nervous, but he's feeling good.
Okay.
He seems good.
Maybe the other one's just down.
Well, maybe I'll get him a treat or something.
Yeah,
well, give him room for growth. Now we got to have a dog.
Yeah, I like dogs. Okay, everybody, fill the chat with Sumo, so you can have your inspiration.
I need inspiration from the emote. Please fill it with as many Sumos as you can.
It's bapping.
Okay, Sumo has got a big old homie.
Oh, there he is. Sakami's got the portrait.
Oh, portrait of him.
Yeah.
Portrait of the Sumo. So it looks like there's a top of the Sumo the whole time. And he's got some brown kind of pattern.
Big nose.
And then this has got like him's got stress in it. He's got eyes.
He does. Oh, yeah.
Where's some eyes?
In the middle?
In the middle. In the middle.
Uh-oh. Okay, you can come back from this.
Some ears. That's some ears.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then you need his middle.
It's the face. It's the problem is the face.
All right, we need Sumo again.
Show me Sumo emotes. Why did you take them? Yeah, refill.
Refill portrait. Let's get portrait mode here. Miss Okami's on. Here we go.
Miss Okami understand.
Yeah. And then big nose. Big nose.
Who are you calling Big Nose? Big Nose.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
no. That's great.
What about his chin? What do I do for his chin?
Just like tuck it up under. It's kind of hidden behind the yeah. That's it. That is it. And maybe like hearts as this moment is.
What's the body of a sumo?
Just
like?
Big, just like a loaf. Everyone says just trust the process.
He's a loaf.
Him loaf. Him puff. I also like his little fluffy bits. Maybe like, is there a moment like a bing, little like ding moment? Yeah.
Likes it.
Yeah. This is really cute.
And he likes it too.
Yeah. Cute.
What's he doing with the other hand? Getting a treat?
Yeah. Or it's just kind of like tucked in his pocket where you don't, It's really cute. So, oh.
Don't say that. Don't say that when you see my art. Oh, I got nervous.
How many fingers does he have? How many is that?
I got impatient.
Let's count. I'm just curious. I want to just like one. That's like 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And a thumb.
Yeah, he's like clutching. He's like clutching it.
Statistically, it's fine.
Okay. This is. I'm impressed.
It's the best thing I ever made.
Yeah, it's really cute.
It's better down here on this camera.
Yeah. So now this.
Now we have to give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I would like to keep this for the rest of my life and never share it with anyone, I'm going to mail it to you.
Yeah.
And
To
one
lucky winner.
One lucky or unlucky winner is getting this.
No, this is lucky. This is only luck.
This
is really cute.
It's actually pretty good art.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty great.
Oh. You're giving me the gift of the orange top. Thank you.
The orange top. All you got to do is type something in the chat and let's pull a winner. And thank you everybody who helped us spin the prize and challenge wheel to unlock this gorgeous and unusual prize.
So gorgeous. So unusual.
Mm.
Okay, let us know. Do you want this?
Type in the chat if you want
I
this.
do. I think it's really cute.
I mean, you can have it.
Cute. No.
The winner is Amelia.
No. I'll give it to
And look,
someone here.
it's on the Connor cards.
Oh.
Funsies.
That is pretty cool.
Here you go.
All right, who wants this?
Who is gonna win it?
Let's pull a winner.
Okay.
From Bryan.
There
To
is
a one of you.
Scorched Insanity.
Ooh.
Congratulations, you win.
Scorched Insanity, congratulations. You're gonna get a whisper right now with instructions on how to claim your art piece from Bry. This is really cute. Spit.
Great. Gorgeous.
Char Char Binks.
Char Char Binks.
Char Char, welcome back for 67 months.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Thank you, Char Char Binks, for being here.
Aw, appreciate you.
Thank you for the love. Appreciate your company.
Yeah.
I should make prints of it. What do you think?
It's really
I don't know,
cute.
team. We do have some really amazing community artists who made things like that.
Yeah.
Should I limited edition print only one card? It'll be like the Black Lotus of the, single edition.
You should make it the next sticker.
The next sticker.
Mm-hmm.
I think we really turned it around, though.
Yeah.
It really could have gone so much worse
It could
than
have,
that.
yeah. Nana Hannah, welcome back for 31 months. It's good to see you.
Scorched Insanity just replied, yeah, I'm screaming.
Yay.
And
That makes
I
me
believe
happy.
you. Scorched Insanity. Thank you for winning and for typing in the chat and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to sign my work of
I
art.
got to sign.
All right, Scorched Insanity. I'm going to write for Scorched.
Cute. Cute.
There you go. Custom one of a kind Scorched Insanity piece. I like that little
Yeah.
love step.
Love step.
Love step. Who dis?
All right, let's get back to our headcanoning.
Mm.
Headcanoning. Okay, where are we? Oh, we're at Stratford Tower.
Stratford Tower. So
Okay. So what has Marcus been doing before he went?
sitting alone on a bench.
Yeah. But why? Maybe
he's
he was
sad.
having this moment like after he realized his power and turned some of the androids deviant, that he was like, "Oh my gosh, I am so much more capable than I've been giving myself credit for. Like I am
I'm not such a putz as I thought I was.
Yeah, I'm not a putz. I have so much
I'm not a putz.
possibility. I have so much potential.
So much potential.
Oh, Pardon says maybe he's thinking about Carl. Minnie says maybe he's rethinking his life. He was being a sad boy. He's contemplating shit.
Not now, Max.
I'm contemplating shit. He knows he's at the point of no return. Yeah, he's having a big... He watched Hicks says Jericho watched a bunch of Mission Impossible movies to prepare for this mission.
That's hilarious. Like after watching Nintendo, what do you call it?
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, and not being able to eat the pizza.
Yeah.
They thought to themselves like, we need a new series.
Mm-hmm.
And they watched all of the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Super ready for it.
All right. And then he goes to the Stratford Tower. And they are so excited about this. I think all of the androids are just like, yes.
This is the one. This is where we go up to the broadcast room.
Uh-huh.
So Well, I guess we're almost there on Connor's
Yeah.
side.
Mm-hmm. I think we gotta save Simon. So we save Simon. And
Well, this is if the whole group escapes. That means Simon's out. Yeah. So.
but Simon's hiding. Simon successfully hides. Doesn't get hit. Doesn't get caught. And we'll see him later. We'll find him
Well,
later.
no, this is if he gets left behind, or this is they could all just escape. Why wouldn't we just all escape with Simon?
Oh, okay, yeah, we can all escape with Simon.
Let me just roll out.
Yeah, we all roll out and
Yeah.
fly down. Where do they land?
Down.
But where? Do they land on Jericho? Are they able to like triangulate that, or do they go someplace else so that if they are being tracked, they land and then they go back down into the tunnels?
You know what? I'm not to get too like Grand Theft Auto about this, but why wouldn't they want to land their parachutes onto a flatbed truck as it was driving away, or the top of a train? You know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
like that. Like they got to skedaddle.
Yeah, like in Mission Impossible. Okay, maybe they land on a train,
I think
or they land in the manhole because someone is like, triangulating their descent,
and they
then,
just go
yeah, that,
into
I
the
like
manhole.
That. Yeah,
They land. They jump off of Cyberlife or off of Stratford Tower and land in a manhole.
yeah, they go from the top to the very bottom.
There's what?
Up high, but they what? How are they gonna?
But
their
they would
parachute
have to be. They would have to be going straight down
is the
and
manhole.
so accurately to go in the manhole. Like
What would they do with their parachutes too? Do they let them?
yeah,
down?
because the first one would go in the manhole, and then the parachute would plug the manhole, and now Simon, who comes a little after Marcus, would bounce out.
They have to release, and then they like, yeah.
They release their at the last second. They bail
They
on the
can
parachute, and
pre-construct?
then they can pre-construct the jumps. Yeah, they would. So they're up there. They're pre-constructing the jumps. They leap down. I think they gotta land on something that takes them away.
Okay, so maybe they land on a train, and then they roll off the train and dive into the manhole, which leads them. I feel like they have to go
so
back.
they land on the top of a train, the fast people mover thing, the same thing that Connor goes on the corn mission, like that thing that's going
Yeah.
around Detroit. It's called the people mover. They land on that, but they calculated the trajectory using the Marcor protocol.
Well, he has to tell them because they don't all have the Marcor protocol.
He mini EMPs them.
Yeah, okay.
He gives it to him. He Bluetooth signals
Yeah.
them. They land on the train. He scraps the parachute. The parachute flies off
into the face of someone.
into the face of North, and then North takes off her parachute and throws it back, and they both land in the face of Simon.
Yeah.
All right. Who else goes with him? Is it Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, Josh is fine. Josh is at the front because he's the professor. He knows what to do. So Josh is already safely down in the manhole by the time the rest arrive.
Okay. All right.
And then they bail from. Then the people mover goes, and then somebody opens the manhole. They jump from the train.
Into the
That's more
manhole.
believable.
Yeah.
And then they do like this. And then
They slide.
they slide in, slip and slide.
Yeah.
Into the garbage chute, Flyboy.
And then maybe it's like a slip and slide through the manhole sewers to Jericho. Maybe they got out into the ocean and then they climb up into the ship.
It works.
Yeah. Okay. A giant water slide.
They go giant sewer water slide. They don't mind it because they're androids.
Yeah.
They plop into the ocean. And then they just climb up the ladder to not even the ocean, the river.
Yeah.
Detroit River.
It's like the Goonies.
The Goonies. So
Danny the Angel, thank you so much for the gifted sub to I'm Me Becomes Deviant.
thank you, Danny the Angel. And thank you, everybody, for joining a little headcanon discussion about Detroit Become Human as we celebrate 7 years
7 years.
of audacity.
All right, Public Enemy fall in the Zen Garden. What's happening? She's basically like, Connor.
Connor, are you a deviant? He's like, no. And she's like, are you a deviant? And he's like,
No.
And then
Okay.
it's time for him to go get it. So in my headcanon here, it's super important that Connor is beginning to like mimic Hank also, just like with the maneuvers, and people stop regarding him as much as an android. Like, this is a little bit more of the human on the scene.
Oh, Nana Hannah.
Nana Hannah.
Nana. Thank you so much.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you for the gift sub group hug.
Appreciate you, Nana Hannah. The on set, Clancy was like there as we were discussing like doing the coin trick in the elevator, and I suggested maybe Connor's doing like a different kind of coin trick so that he wasn't just doing the same calibration thing he was doing before. He gets fancier with the coin trick, and it was like this whole like kind of like a long discussion of like exactly what we would do and how it'd work, and Clancy on his own added in a little bit of like snatching the coin from Connor, only to be playing with it later. So it's fun that if you pay enough attention to this scene, Hank can be trying to learn the coin trick that
himself
Connor does. I don't know what that is.
Probably
A little blood
yeah
here and there.
Okay, so I guess in our headcanon, where does Connor go? Does he go to the kitchen, or does he
Well, in seeing the message, I've seen people ask questions about this beat. In my mind, when Marcus was giving his speech, I didn't know what Marcus would be saying. It was just Connor's listening to Marcus's speech. So I had to come up with what speech am I listening to, and I used the Great Dictator speech from Charlie Chaplin's Great Dictator. I don't want to be an emperor. And so I memorized that speech and was playing it back in my head while watching Marcus give his speech that I didn't have the script for or know what he was.
Yeah.
And then the idea was that Connor was rallied to or moved by this speech enough to recognize that you, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful. And in being inspired and being referred to as a people for himself, being a people, that he recognizes this connection and scans and sees this RK series in Marcus with his in the message, and so he recognizes his kindred spirit the same kind of way with the Rupert moment of like, wait, am I like you? That he feels connected, and that he basically recognizes that this is his older brother, and that if his older brother is leading this revolution, that this must be much closer to him than he realizes. So he doesn't tell Hank about that because we're in a room full of humans, but that's the headcanon on that speech and what that beat is all about. I think that the going to the kitchen and doing this whole bit is really
stressful. So maybe he just never goes to the kitchen in our headcanon?
I feel like in my headcanon of our like the ultimate playthrough, Connor doesn't go because this Connor we're describing in this headcanon playthrough lets androids go. Lets the deviants go. And so he goes to the roof. Yeah, he wouldn't even be going after them that intensely.
Yeah.
I really feel like this kitchen thing is a little bit more of Red Connor hemisphere, because if you're this far enough into all of the choices and you're still going after and hunting down and pressing, interrogating these suspicious kitchen droids, that you're going for a Red Connor playthrough.
Okay, so I think he's to the roof.
Yeah. And Connor is traumatized, I guess, is the...
But no, because Simon left. Simon left in our headcanon.
So it will be this one.
Yeah. So he just
doesn't find any deviants. He's like getting worse at his job, but better at being a human.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. Can I throw some out about that? Because I'm just rambling?
Yeah. Ramble.
Over the last year, because that's the last time we did this big like check-in. Deliomac, hello.
Hello, Deliomac. Raiders,
come on in, Raiders.
Hello. Hi.
We're just talking about, our headcanon for Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, we're doing our headcanon. What happened in between the scenes, going deeper.
Yeah, in this headcanon, this is where Connor is letting more and more of these deviant androids escape. And because they're succeeding to escape, Connor is technically being a worse and worse android detective.
He's worse at his job.
He's worse at his job, but he's being better as a human. He's humaning more. He's more empathetic, and he's like seeing like things for what they are. Hello, you're a wood carver from Ukraine. Привет.
That's awesome.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Grateful for your company, and I send you much love. It's very cool that you're streaming, and I'm glad you brought your crew over here.
That's so cool.
Us.
Do you stream your wood carving?
I bet so.
I see.
Can we follow you? Oh, yes, I see it in your profile picture.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, we followed your channel, and now we can find you.
Yeah.
On the being better at your job, but worse at your job, but better as a human, this last year has made us do a lot of humaning things, being parents.
Yeah.
I feel like I have been worse at this job and other jobs because we've been hobbled by sleep and responsibility and all the other kinds of things.
Yeah.
And I've observed over the last year, it caused stress to some people that expected me to still be me from before I had a baby.
Yeah.
Even though I was now me who was me after having a baby. And so in changing for myself, like my responsibilities and my priorities and like where my attention was going,
Yeah.
I had to make shifts and changes. So Connor's like saying like, I know I'm supposed to be stopping these androids, but stopping these androids doesn't really seem like the main thing anymore.
Yeah, my
life has changed. My priority has changed. And I never really like understood or like appreciated that in the same way until this last year. When like, you know, for instance, I've been in the past 6 years, maybe much more outspoken on social media against things that really piss me off or that, like things that I like want to like change about the world. We're all kind of frustrated with at least one thing about how the world is, if not multiple. And I used to want to really like speak out constantly against that in a way.
Yeah.
And over the last year, I've learned, as Connor learns, that like the humaning thing is to like, you have to take care of yourself and prioritize your mental health and your own safety and your own well-being. And like, I'm responsible to us and a baby way before some random person on the internet that disagrees with me about some political thing that I'm now going to try to like change their mind on. And so I just think there's something very human about that problem of like your job or like who you are and identify as, but then you grow and change as a person. Yeah. And then you have to incorporate this new change and set new boundaries and set new kind of expectations, even when the world didn't change in the same way with you.
Yeah, so it's like a dissonance. Yeah.
So I guess here Connor's starting to feel really conflicted because he's programmed to do a good job finding and stopping deviant androids. He's not doing that at all at this point.
No,
he's basically like stopped giving it a go like that. And so what is his purpose? He doesn't even really know. And now he's traumatized, or he's like just flunking out of
just feeling kind of like disappointed in himself, but also like disappointed in themselves, or like trying to like relearn or re-meet yourself.
Yes. And in a way, let the old self go. Because that was the hardest part for me over the last year. It's like I had this like identity as someone who, and then I like made a conscious choice of like, I want to be someone who cares about things passionately and things matter to me, but that like I choose the time and place to speak about them, that I'm deliberate in my action, you know what I mean? And not just like constantly going off about shit.
Or having to protect yourself in a different way.
And my family.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the sort of, so this premise is like, you have to like let go of and set down the previous draft of yourself and simultaneously pull up this new save file of like,
or not even a save file. It's like a whole new blank page.
Yeah.
In a way, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool to me playing this game or talking about this game year after year. Like what things stick out and matter about, and what things have changed. Yeah. Talking about killing the ego and talking with Adam. I mean, the ego is, as I've heard it put, kind of a self-imposed prison. It's this idea of ourselves. It's our identity of ourselves that we have, that only we hold ourselves to that standard.
Yeah.
There's no one else in my life that they were like, they might think I am XYZ AB's 2, and I would never be with them and be like, oh my God, you're XYZ AB 3. You're a failure. But if they're feeling a little bit not that thing, they're like, I'm not even me right now.
Yeah.
So like no one else holds us to that high of a standard
except ourselves.
So Connor's probably having this huge conscious like crisis of faith,
existential crisis,
and like losing his bearings. And similarly, Kara's totally on the lam, running away.
So after the Jerry's and after they were on the carousel and had that really nice night, which ended with a little bit of a temper tantrum when when Alice had to get off
she just wanted to go to bed.
Yeah. She was probably overtired, they finally make it to Rose's place.
Right.
And it must be such a relief. I bet like Rose's place like smells really awesome, like with all of the plants and fruits and vegetables and stuff that she's growing there. It probably just like smells so fresh and so like homey. Yeah.
And really like the kind of place that Kara as an android to like keep a home, if that was like her mission, like that'd be such a better place for Alice to grow up, like in a clean, safe environment. She's
probably feeling like so inspired being here. Like this
smell
is like,
of pasta hangs in here.
Yeah, it probably just is. It's like watching. From like the example of like me watching a great piece of theater of like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm, this is what inspires me. This is what where I want to go towards. This is a bright spot on the horizon.
I see Cliff asking the question, are androids able to smell? I think that yes, but it would be like a setting that you could turn on or turn off, or like it would be required. Like if you were a chef android, you'd need to know if you could smell something burning or whatever. Like it would be useful for an android to know. An olfactory AI software, but it could totally be turned off, because if you were like doing the garbage,
you don't want that.
You just want to turn that off, and you could. Which would be pretty cool.
Hey, Giggly Knitting, thank you so much for the cheers.
Thank you.
And JV Log Plays Detroit, thanks for being here for 3 months.
Hello.
And Seductive, thanks for being here for 19. And Vampire, thanks for the gifted sub to Delio.
Hey.
And Mrs. Griffin, thank you for being here as well.
Thank you kindly. Do they have artificial lungs? I think they have a biocomponent that would probably move air through the system like a pump in a way, I think there'd probably be a filtration system for the air, or filtration for like, I don't know, pretty much a gas filtration system for them. Cooling fans would be good to have. So speaking of the temperature thing, Kara's been out in the cold for a while. They finally get into Rose's place, and as someone who has a kid now, different kind of POV, it is such a relief that there's someone else who maybe could help you. Like she's got Luther, so that's like team up number one, right hand man, and then you got Rose and the other people that are at Rose's.
So it's not just her.
Yes,
she's got support.
Yeah, the village to carry the load.
Hey, Loud Sky, thanks for typing into the chat for the first time.
Thanks for joining.
And hey, Lev, thanks for typing into the chat as well.
Hello, Lev.
Hello.
We're doing this is our like Headcanon playthrough. We did a playthrough in November, what we called our chronological playthrough, where we played each of the scenes in the game on the day that scene takes place canonically. So we decided this time to go the other way and be like, all right, well, besides doing it exactly strict to canon, let's talk about kind of the stuff that happened before and the stuff that happened after each of these scenes in our own mind. The cop is honestly, we've succeeded with the cop every time. Has he found?
I think we did do one where he found. Maybe?
No, because the policeman left.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this out there because we were just talking about it.
But then they end up in the bad place, and we never want to go to the bad place because we did that once and it sucked.
I just want to say about this policeman that I think he's deviant in that I don't think he really wants to find any androids. Just like Connor went into Ralph's place, let him go, Rupert let him go. Kitchen android let him go.
Mm.
Simon maybe let him go. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think that he has this like human empathy for the androids, that if this guy wanted to find androids, he'd find them. He's in a house full of androids.
Yeah.
You know, or he's just bad at his job. Or we call him bad at his job because he's had a turning of faith. He's changed who he is as a person. The things he used to be good at, like finding androids and bopping them on the head. He's like, I don't vibe with this anymore. Like, I'm not that guy.
I mean, I think that also makes sense because honestly, the Kara model is quite popular. Like, we've seen her face, and same with Alice. I mean,
Right.
Alice's face has been on the front of a magazine, so it's not like, oh, you haven't seen, like, I don't recognize you. I feel like you would recognize. You'd be like, oh, you're this model.
Yeah, I honestly feel like this guy told his superior that he was going to go check on these houses over here and then he could go home. It reminds me a little bit of the time when I got a job doing the Census Bureau.
Yeah.
And my job was to knock on the door and then basically ask people like, hey, would you fill out this thing? How many people live here? And answer like a handful of questions. But then as a 17-year-old, I realized it was way faster to just leave the like, sorry, we missed you on their door and go to the next door. That's how this guy is. He's
Corin, Alice's face is on the magazine when Kara is at Todd's house and she looks at a magazine, but she doesn't register it until later at Jericho, when Luther is like, I have to talk to you about Alice. That's when she remembers, oh my gosh, the little girl on the front of the magazine is Alice's face. It's
Yeah, Alice, baby.
Yeah.
You just played through Detroit for the first time? Oh, hey, avocado
Hey.
spread 4. Thank you for being here.
Avocado, thank you. Now I
Great.
want avocado
I know,
toast.
now I'm trying to eat some snack. The policeman leaves,
Okay.
no dice.
All right.
He's a deviant too.
And I think
How are
he's...
we doing? Oh my gosh, we're like in the end zone.
Yeah.
Okay. Capitol Park.
Okay, yeah.
So more Ninja Turtle shit.
Uh-huh.
These guys come crawling out of the ground.
Mission turtles. Turtle mission.
As part of it, it's like, do we want to just like do this one? You want to just like snack on a level real quick?
We snack on a level? This one where we just invite everyone to join our party. Come to our party.
My favorite thing
Come to
about
our party.
come
Come to our party.
to
our
our
party's
party.
here.
We've played this one a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
There's
This is-
stuff to do, but is this a non-save playthrough? I don't remember.
We could always like go back and say we would. Never mind.
Wait, this
Chloe.
is reach the store? Didn't we want to fail that out? Didn't we do
We
that
did
last time?
fail, yeah.
Yeah, this is a non-save kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You'd rather do... Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm less inspired now.
We could munch on a different level if we wanted to.
We'll see.
Okay. Okay, I think in our plan, I think that Marcus successfully breaks into the store, and I think that he makes a statement inspiring his friends, and I think he needs to be like on it, you know? In my headcanon, he's really coming into his own.
Yeah,
you
I'm
want-
going to say... What?
Wait, what were you gonna say? You had a little smile, and I
What
was
were you
like,
gonna
uh-oh,
say?
I don't know. What are you gonna say?
Well, what I was going to say is... I'm just thinking about, like, timeline-wise.
Mm-hmm.
They are, like, on the run. They just made their big announcement
Mm-hmm.
thing. And they just broke into the store.
Mm-hmm.
But in our best path through, they don't trigger any alarms yet.
No.
I want to add a little side scene for
Okay.
Marcus,
Okay.
where Marcus talks to these androids
Mm-hmm.
and, like, gets to know their needs and wants a little bit.
Mm.
Because I take a little bit of an issue with Marcus being like, you are all mind slaves. I'm freeing you from the algorithm. Follow me instead. Like,
Yeah.
he basically just, like, becomes their new leader,
Uh-huh.
but, like, without, like, checking in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say he would need, like, a vibe check, good vibes update, like, see what's going on with his people.
Mm. I like that. I like
don't
that.
know. I just feel like it's what he needs, because there's just, like, a little element of the androids all
missing.
being like, I guess I'm gonna go follow him. Guess so.
Mm-hmm.
That just, like, never really sits with me. And I feel like if we had a little moment where Marcus was like, do you like cleaning and dusting all the time? Because like maybe one of these androids who cleans and dusts, they're like, yeah,
Yeah, it like
I'm
brings
at
me...
peace. Like, let me stay
Mm-hmm.
an android. Like, don't crack me out of this.
Yeah.
And bring me into your world of suffering.
Or that they, maybe something that they do, like it brings them, they want to be out, but they also still want to continue to do what they were doing before. Like it's, their purpose.
I just kind of like a town hall, or like a meet the constituents.
Like what
like
is
a
it that you
union
want to
meeting,
do?
like do you want to
do you want to destroy
this?
everything? Do you want to be peaceful? Like what is your vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
it is, I understand, the player character, so we kind of need to be making those decisions as the player.
Yeah.
So did we lead a violent riot or a peaceful protest?
Personally, I'm saying peaceful protest for my headcanon, but we could do a poll.
I think we should poll this one. This is a big one. Peaceful protest or a violent riot. There's the two ways this thing could go in the end. So type a 1 in the chat if they had a peaceful protest, and number 2 in the chat if there was a violent riot in your headcanon.
Okay.
Wow.
Vince, thanks for the gifted sub too. Yes, no,
Yes,
maybe, sure.
No, maybe, sure. Okay.
All right, this is peaceful.
Peaceful protest by 87%.
Yeah.
All right, so they have a peaceful protest, and immediately after,
he's like, everyone come to my house.
yeah, they're like, hey, after party at my spot.
Yeah.
And then they did, and they all just chill.
And then they get to Jericho, and then the ceiling kind of falls in, and they're like, oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, so that is, well, Capitol Park happens at 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom March happens at noon.
Mm-hmm. So
Do they just power down? Do they have a peaceful protest and they're like, GG, and then they just nap?
yeah, I think they all go back to Jericho, and then they're like, we got to do something. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to march.
If we're going to march, we need to charge. So they get to bed early.
Yeah, they get to bed early.
That's what I like for them.
Okay.
I like that the androids, like, they were like, you know what? That was a good day with the escape and everything. Solid day.
They watch more Ninja Turtles to celebrate.
They watch, yeah, or you know what they do? They could read each other, because these androids with their consciousness, they're pretty new, so they'd be kind of naive. I bet Marcus reads them storybooks like
Aww.
Good Night Moon.
Aww.
And you're my little honey bunny. There's no one else like you.
Yeah, or Llama Llama Nighty Night.
Yeah, Llama Llama Nighty Night, for instance.
Yeah.
These would be, for no particular reason, why we think those books would be the books.
Little Mirror Song.
Little Mirror Song, Baby Beluga.
Uh-huh, yeah. Okay.
You get it.
Yeah, this feels good.
So Marcus checks in with his people.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Before the battle, not after. It's Kamsky time.
Kamsky.
What if God was one of us? So. This was a lot of fun. This Connor dying and returning thing. I remember filming these instances different and it being so strange after building up like such a familiarity with Clancy and playing Hank to shoot just the little beats like this one where Connor comes back and he's like just basically machine Connor fresh off the assembly line again. And Hank's all weirded out by it. I remember being weirded out by that. But the headcanon in here is basically like you're going to meet your maker.
Yeah, and I think also that I think Kamsky wants all the androids to become deviant. I think he wants Connor to become deviant. I think, yeah, that's what I think personally. What about all of you? What do you think Kamsky really wants?
What do you think Kamsky really wants?
Ooh, Vampire says, I think Kamsky created his first android in 2025, maybe. It's the Kamsky master plan. I agree. He wants chaos.
He did put himself like in total bunker mode, like off in the middle of...
With only androids. There's no, at least that we've seen, no humans. He's messy.
But if he wants the androids to go deviant, what if all of his androids went deviant and overthrow him and give him?
Do you think his androids are deviant? His Chloe's?
Permission to speak freely?
Yeah.
Why live in a house with a bunch of Chloes if they're not deviants? You know? Saint Kamsky, welcome back for 10 or for the 10 gifted subs.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I really appreciate that.
Good timing.
Thank you.
Thank
Saint
you.
Kamsky on the scene, everyone. Saint Kamsky, thanks for. What do you think, Saint Kamsky?
Yeah.
I think that probably they are deviant. Maybe they're Kamsky gifts deviants. Like, well, because you know that Marcus was a
gift.
A gift.
Yeah. You think that the Chloes are deviants and just chilling?
Anybody got headcanon about RK100? I think I have an idea about RK100.
Yeah, the Chloes are just chatting. Okay, so there seems to be... I think they are... the headcanon is that all his Chloes are deviant.
So...
Maybe Walnut Girl says maybe that was the first one to go deviant?
I
think 100?
That RK100... Now, this is I don't know, maybe this is too far. What if RK100 looks like an android Kamsky?
Like he made it in his own image?
Wouldn't he?
Yeah, that actually...
Kamsky is a raging narcissist.
Yeah.
He sees himself as God.
Uh-huh.
He would have to be doing like a program, like a protocol without, you know, CyberLife's approval. So he'd be like stealing funds and parts and permissions and, you know what I mean? Like making it with...
What if he is an android himself?
Well, then you're saying RK100 replaces
Kamsky.
actual Kamsky?
Maybe he made an android in his own image, and then that android killed him and took his place.
Yes, I love it.
And then he is the one, and then that one has been planted.
And that's why he sounds kind of ironic when he's like, always leave an emergency exit in my programs.
Yeah.
And he's saying it to mock the human Kamsky that he killed.
Yeah.
Because he killed him by using the emergency exit in the program as the over...
Okay, I like this. So the real Kamsky is dead and been replaced.
And he's locked in my basement. No.
Okay. And then that's why he has all of those. He's filled the house with Chloes. Deviant Chloes. Okay, I like this.
I like it.
Pink Poppy.
That's fun.
Pink Poppy, welcome back 48 months.
The real Kamsky is locked in this hole. Okay, if that's your headcanon, I can't deny it. It's undeniably your headcanon. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's something about Kamsky. He's got I mean, honestly, this fucking guy has a giant portrait of his own fucking self that's just a cheaply hidden Photoshop job of... It's probably an AI portrait. He probably uploaded his headshot from his early career to an app that printed out that large, like, look, I'm so great, you know, like, are there any other leaders that do that where they put up like self-aggrandizing pictures of themselves? Like, does that ever happen?
Yes, it does.
So I think that's what happened.
Okay.
I think that's what happened.
Alexa, make me look big and powerful.
Made me look really, really great. All right, so Hank was gonna be pleased because Connor's not shooting this deviant.
No.
If this Connor's let go of all of those other deviants, let him run. He's not gonna be picking a fight with a Chloe.
Yeah. XJ4D, thank you so much for being here for Jade, that's Jade with a 4 and a D and an, yeah, cool. Hey Jade, welcome back. 3 months.
Hey Jade, thanks for hanging out. So Amelia, I actually see some gifting has happened, and I want to award the people of the town some gifts.
Okay.
But that being said, do you think there's anything just to finish up the scene, like right afterwards? they're kind of seeing eye to eye.
Yeah, maybe they go and get like another
sandwich.
another treat.
They're like,
Yeah.
you know what? GG,
Run
let's
it
go run it
again,
again. Go
yeah.
get that chicken sandwich. Don't worry about the calories. It's chill.
Yeah, I think so. I think they went to go get more treats.
I think they did. So.
Maybe a milkshake.
My milkshake. What are we doing now? We're Freedom March?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start up on Freedom March while I do a little thing in the background?
Yeah, sure. Okay, Freedom March. So after everybody went over to... Let's show. There we go. After everybody went to Jericho, this is them at Jericho after, and I suppose in our headcanon, I think we have to walk on the beam because that feels epic. What I think with North,
yeah, what's our headcanon about North? Talk about North a little bit, because this is...
What do we do with North? I mean, I personally friend zoned. Yeah, that's kind of my impulse, is that they're friends, but they're friend zoned.
Like it was just like a work romance for a minute?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there was like an attraction there, but there's nothing really.
I think there's an attraction there, but they're also like...
There's also
not primarily about that.
Yeah, well, I saw the point of like that Magnolia says a peaceful Marcus and North doesn't quite fit, because
like,
they want different
they?
things. Like,
yeah.
Because North wants to like tear down the world, and if Marcus is going violent, is not violent and doesn't have that same passion, then I feel like they wouldn't quite be on the same level.
No, she would see him as weak because
Yeah.
he's not willing to like use a dirty bomb.
No dirty bomb. Okay, so I think they're friend zoned, and they're friends, but there's a respect there. And then Simon survives. He's here. We're happy about Simon. And then they go to the mall. Everybody, we're going to hang out at the mall. And
Group trip
to the mall. And they're gonna go just invite more people to the party.
No, they're gonna say, you want to start a revolution? Well,
Yeah.
we all want to change the world.
And then they march.
And then they march.
They march. They march. They march. They march. They march. They march. And do they charge, or do they stand their ground? I feel like stand ground. Yeah, I'm seeing slightly more for stand. Run away! Okay, we're standing our ground. We stand our ground. We go up here. And then Marcus flees? Does Marcus die?
No!
Does John give his life to save? John saves him?
That's so heavy.
Marcus defeats the police? Oh, Marcus could defeat the police. John saves him. Okay, so he is saved by John, because if he flees, it's not quite as cool, I guess.
Yeah.
So we stand our ground.
The John thing feels random. Yeah, I guess we just don't really see, like...
John is not Josh, right?
No.
No, okay.
No. Wasn't John's the dude who we let out of the box.
Oh, so
John's
the first... Hello, Raiders!
Come on in, Raiders!
Hello!
I think that John was the dude who was in the box, who we decided to let him out of the box and let him come join.
So he
and
was
then
the
he's like, all
first
right,
one.
I'll die for you.
Yeah. So John was the first android that Marcus helped.
He's the 28 robot.
Bring to deviancy.
Oh. So, yeah. He's the guy that we saved. We saw he had the number 28 on him. He went deviant. And laid out his life for Marcus.
Yeah.
John was a security guard.
Yeah.
Oh, John was a security guard that you grab? Well, isn't this, aren't they the same?
So I guess
Are they all John?
maybe we changed in our headcanon that they didn't stab.
No, it didn't stab John.
Erased, rewritten.
He did not come out of the box. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Hey, Josie, thanks
We'll
for
do
being
one
here for
key.
17 months.
I see.
All right. So this is where it goes for us.
That's good. You know where it goes for me right now?
Where?
We got to say thank you again to our friend Magnolia Sims.
Magnolia
Sims
what
has
did
sent
you
a message
do?
saying, "Happy 7th anniversary, Detroit. I'm very grateful that this game led me to this community."
Aw.
We're so grateful for you, Magnolia
So
Sims.
grateful.
Thank you for doing this support for our community and the people of the town. Amelia, will you share about the prizes right quick while I do this?
Yeah, so these are our new gift prizes. They are cards, a set of 5 cards, each designed by a different member of our community. And you get all 5 of them. And you can get more information on our website, dechartgames.com.
Yo, nailed it.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. I just realized I gotta put this.
Yeah, that's
here.
my spiel. That's my spiel.
Okay, the password is, and you're gonna need to go to dechartgames.com to get it.
Love the art. Yeah, me too. I like it.
All right, sweet.
Thanks for putting up the special code, Bri.
Yeah, I get a little nervous while I do it. You know
Yeah.
me. I just sometimes I say like thanks instead of thank you, or I say like
I want to
wanna
make
get
sure it's all lined
forward
up.
slash instead of backslash. You know, you gotta do all this stuff. You gotta remember to hit save. Here it is. All right, so Magnolia Sims, thank you for the awesome support, and here is your link. You're gonna go to dechartgames.com/community art, and the password is thank you mags. And we
Nice.
would encourage you, if you have not been able to claim or won our new community art cards, you're going to win all 5 of them. They're going to be shipped to you together. And Magnolia Sims has even covered the postage.
Nice.
So you don't have to do anything besides let us know where to send it. Please just double check that
That
your
the
address,
mailing address is correct.
yeah, get that address correct before you hit enter, just to make sure it gets to you quickly and you don't gotta have a second attempt. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna double check this working for me.
Get it.
Yep, 37 are there, so it's
Nice.
going. It's working, and the password
Put
is
it
up
back
on the screen.
Yeah, here it
It's
is.
thank you mags. You're going to go to dechartgames.com/community art, and the password is thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, interesting. So a funeral headcanon, if you guys want it. For example, John or any other deceased android, you could use the hand transfer thing to transfer memories for them.
Of them.
Memories of them. Well, also, we know that androids can transfer their memories because Connor is re-uploaded with the previous Connor's memory for sure, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
They could transfer consciousness in a way.
Lithium Universe, welcome back for 64 months. Thank you so much for being here. 64 months is quite impressive.
Hey! Love
Cool.
it.
People are getting them. Good.
It works. All
right.
Circle out and on we go.
Next we go to
Last chance, Connor.
All right.
Whoa. So, talking to Amanda, we talked about the dance scene headcanon. Do we have any more Zen Garden headcanon? I mean, at this point, we can deduce that Amanda is connected to Kamsky and knows more than she's telling us.
Yeah.
So, I feel like this is...
Well, also with our headcanon that Kamsky is actually an android that killed the human Kamsky and took his place really changes the whole dynamic with Amanda in my head, because... like, is Amanda connected to the human version of Kamsky, or is she connected to the one that took the android who took over?
I have a fun additional headcanon. What if Kamsky, human Kamsky, was like toying with the idea of deviancy for androids? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? And then when there came to other androids, he never did it because it felt too like, like messing with the recipe. He wasn't gonna like put it was too big of a risk. But when he had the RK 100 that he modeled after himself, he gave himself permission to allow it deviancy. And so like in a moment of deviancy, like a flicker of vice, he hits run on the curiosity code, and
then dies.
And then immediately goes deviant because some shit went down, and I don't want to talk about what happened between RK-100 and Kamsky. That's between them.
Yeah.
But it ends up with Kamsky dead, and RK-100 resuming the programming, which would then have control. If he didn't create the software Amanda, he at least can control the software Amanda. So now he has software Amanda begin her scatter the deviants among the CyberLife towers. Like RK-100 gets into CyberLife Tower by controlling Amanda, who allows Connor to get into the tower to do the do.
This is our headcanon. Just as to clarify,
we're just making up some fun story for ourselves. Yeah. It's just a little theory.
Could be true.
Could be not true. It could just be fun. I'd really like to talk to Neil about that, because I'm positive Neil has some answers and definitely has some headcanon for this kind of stuff. For those of you who are curious about acting in a bigger way, like some of the voice message and video messages people have asked have been pertaining to acting and that kind of thing. Headcanon and your imagination and like daydreaming is really like the groundwork of actor prep work. It's basically like a fan fiction, but fan fiction you've actually written it out.
And so this is like in your head.
It's like in your own imagination, or like what images come to you while we were playing, or
it's like daydreaming. Exactly.
Daydreaming.
Okay, so police station. Hank is off the case. Fowler's here, and that sucks.
Yeah,
because Fowler's got a tude. Got an attitude.
Fowler says time is up, man.
And then does Connor go to Jericho? I mean,
Yeah, our Connor goes to Jericho, but he goes to Jericho like that cop at Rose's goes, where he's like, I gotta go because I'm being commanded to go, and that's the next thing I gotta do, but I don't know what I'm gonna find, and if I find anything, you're looking for yourself. Which is probably why he's got this weird feeling about it, because he's like, I gotta go to Jericho to find me, and basically find out that I am a deviant.
So in the evidence, do you think Connor is at the evidence room, or does he like already know?
Well, I think this Connor would be pretty quick to it, especially if he's letting people escape.
Yeah. Okay, so he ends up in Jericho, and he's like, yeah. He goes.
Connor incapacitates Gavin and moves along. 2 left. Should we take 3 left? Should we take a hydration break?
Yeah, let's do.
All right, we're gonna take a quick hydration break so that we can finish strong here with everybody. We've got 3 more chapters: Crossroads, Night of the Soul, and Battle for Detroit to discuss in our headcanon. And we'll be right back. Get yourself a snack. Do what you got to do, and we will see you all in 5. But Chloe. Sorry, I realized there was audio. Claudio. There was Claudio in the background, and that's a little confusing. Some people were like, what is going on with Claudio? Well, team, we've got a handful of scenes left here. I can't believe we're in
Did you know Detroit was on the underground
I've really
railroad?
enjoyed this. I think this has been a really fun way to spend time and to go through Detroit and do something new with it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Aaron Gray, thanks for the gifted sub to Claudio.
Thank you for the gifted sub to Claudio, and thank you for helping us reach 26% of our next goal. Appreciate you hanging out.
Hey, Super 70. Thanks for typing into the chat for the first time.
I would like to do acting on stage, but not for film. What can I do to become an actor? Super, I would strongly recommend you get yourself to do a play. Go to do some community play or school play if you can find one. Maybe there's a local theater troupe. You could always audition and be a tree.
Yeah.
And then after you've been the tree, you will say, you know what, next time I'll have a little more lines. And then you will be what were you? Winona Weasel?
I was a weasel.
Amelia was a weasel.
One of the many weasels in The Wind in the
Wind
Willows.
in the Willows.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And you'll enjoy it. And then you'll do another one and you'll do it a little more confidently each time.
If you find the game
and,
too easy or too difficult,
my only
remember,
advice
you can
is
change
for
the
acting is like
difficulty
anything else,
settings
is
in the
just do
options
it and then
section.
do it again and then do it again and do it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Just keep on keeping on, and find opportunities to get to do what you love and find people to collaborate with. I mean, that honestly is like for me, the core of what's the most fun about acting is getting to play with somebody else. So
Accessing the story
just
chart.
I guess find people that you want to collaborate with and make something together.
All right, Chloe was saying a lot in the background, so I had to
Okay.
give her the old goodbye.
So we're at Crossroads.
So Crossroads is major. Someone asked it the other day, what was the most difficult scene to film? And I'll just say that for me, getting closer into Crossroads was when I started knowing less and less about the overall story and more just the scenes for Connor.
Mm-hmm.
So in this beat...
Ferndale. Okay, so Connor is finding his way to Jericho, but he's doing it much more efficiently than Marcus did. He's like, they're in a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, it just shows up at the door. He's ready to go.
Uh-huh.
He explores Jericho. Looks like there's a lot more to see exploring Jericho.
Mm-hmm. I think he spots everybody. He's like, oh, hey, oh, hey,
And
oh,
he
hey,
has, I
oh,
think,
hey.
in other paths.
Uh-huh.
So I filmed this scene with North, with Minka Kelly, and then the same dialogue is there for Marcus. So that's how they have the footage. I just said the other line, you know? This scene is an interesting one. I mean, how do you all feel about,
I mean, obviously, I feel like we've been working up to this. He's gonna become deviant, like full on. This is his moment.
Yeah, but in your headcanon, dear viewer,
Mm-hmm.
Connor remains a machine. Connor becomes deviant, or people have suggested Connor is deviant,
Already.
remains a machine, hiding it.
Mm-hmm.
In your headcanon, what is it? 1 in the chat for Connor remains a machine. He's always a machine. He's just a machine designed to obey, nothing else.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, Connor is becoming a deviant, and he acknowledges it and lives that deviant life. Or number 3, Connor is a deviant but remains a machine, hiding it. Keeps it to himself, self-conflicted. I mean, for me, I guess he goes deviant and he's on about it.
Yeah, for me, he's been working towards this, and now it like officially he
Broken
breaks
through.
out. Yeah.
So Connor escaped with Jericho's people as a fellow deviant. 90+% feeling he's a deviant.
Yeah.
So Kara's time in the Crossroads is complicated too. And when she shows up at Jericho, it's all going down.
I guess the big question here is how does she feel about Alice? Does their dynamic change once she finds out the truth, or does she not?
Well, I mean, how does she feel about it in this instance? Only matters if they escape, I guess, because it's fraught with peril. Their journey is dangerous.
Yeah, in my headcanon, they escape, no problem.
I feel like it doesn't change anything. Right? Does
what?
it?
If she changes her dynamic?
Yeah, like isn't the most beautiful version of the story where the kid says like, you know, or it's revealed that they're not what you think.
Yeah.
And the parent says, that's
It's
okay, I love you anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
like,
so
isn't
too.
that like the most beautiful
I
choice?
think that she loves her no matter what, and it doesn't matter if she's a human, or it doesn't matter if she's an android. The love that they have is real, and the connection that they have is real.
Yeah, the way Eliza puts it is that she consciously chose motherhood, right? And she elected into that.
Yeah.
So she's like already...
Yeah, unconditional love.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
That's true. Definitely love her no matter what.
Yeah. All right, so...
But that doesn't mean there wasn't a moment where she was like, oh, wait,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah, but then she's like, no, it's okay.
Okay, all right. But still, yeah, she's allowed to have that moment of like, oh, damn.
Yeah, but then she was like, I don't care, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter.
Moving on past.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of thing, in the life or death world that they're in, you know, with things as dark as it could be. That's maybe my issue with anybody that's really bugging out about shit.
What?
There's just so much in the world that is like dark and scary and bad news. Like, we're surrounded by bad news. So like, why does anyone spend time and energy making more bad news? You know, I guess it's because you get overwhelmed by the darkness or something. But like, I don't know. I just feel like in the face of like suffering and so much suffering in the world, why be doing anything other? It's because you've given up.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
if
I think
you've not given up, you.
I think sometimes what can happen is you get so kind of overwhelmed by the amount of bad news and negativity that it's like it sweeps you away like a riptide, you know. And
so then they've succumbed to it.
Yeah, it's like you're surrendering in a way to
so
that.
Then the act of remaining compassionate is
and hopeful and
rebellions are built on hope.
That is an act of rebellion in a way.
Yes.
Yeah, and courage too, because it takes courage and it takes strength to be able to pull against that riptide, because that riptide is strong. That is a very strong,
it's unrelenting too. I mean, it's ubiquitous. It's constant.
It's constant. And so in order to not let yourself get like pulled under by it, you have to keep swimming. You have to keep like doggy paddling essentially up above and going towards something else. I think also you have to have something that you're going towards, something that inspires you, something that fills you with love and hope, because if you don't have a spot on the horizon that you're trying to swim towards, if it's just like open water all around, then well, where are you gonna go? You know, you have to have something strong that compels you towards the shore.
You have to have a constant. You're my constant. I think that is it has to be outside of yourself, because it's too easy if it's just yourself to surrender to the deluge of, you know, the onslaught of negative stuff.
Yeah. Oof.
You know? Rage against the dying of the light. It has to be outside yourself. It has to be a cause.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's not enough. Self-preservation is not enough in the face of all of the darkness. Because if the android revolution is that they're coming for all of us, this is like a paradigm shift of like eradication, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, we could talk about like right now what the riptide like is feeling especially about is like AI, and how this is it literally seems like it's taking over everything, especially right now, everything creative, you know, like, hey, you can replace all different kinds of artists with just
click of a button.
the click of a button, and you can create all of your and like all same with like, you know, nursing or like there's so many jobs and like passions that are being directly threatened by AI, which is, it's like you can't stop it, you know, like the technology is here and it's like getting smarter and growing every single day. And so it feels like it definitely can feel like really scary and hopeless and like, oh, like we're all gonna like it feels like you're watching a horror movie unfold and you're like, wait, go, just open the door, like don't go through there, why are you doing this? But the character keeps on marching through. And so I feel like for me, like that's the riptide that I feel especially like pulled down by, is this like feeling of this inevitable like loss, you know?
Yeah,
and...
but I will throw it out that like it's a loss of like a paradigm for sure. It's a change, but change is a constant. Change is the only constant, and letting go and like allowing things to change is the only solution to suffering that I've found.
Yeah.
Right?
And so it's like, so in the face of this, like, what is the hope? What is the cause that I've got to swim towards? Because if I just, otherwise I feel just like literally like drowning in it. So there has to be some...
as you said, the thing about nursing, for instance, because it's right that there's a lot of applications for different kinds of AI, right? There's a distinction between generative AI that's consensual or not, you know, if it's your material you're working with, it's a different conversation than if you're scraping the internet for other people's
generative
material,
AI is
or whatever. But the your point about medical field, right? Because it's a little easier to think about things when it's not your thing.
Yeah.
Right? So when I'm thinking about, you know, AI and voice acting or acting in general, it's a very personal conversation versus when I think about nursing, having never been a nurse. So if I take it away from myself a little bit and I go, what does a nurse want? Even if AI is coming for their job hours or whatever, a nurse wants to help people. So a nurse is going to use AI to help people. So as a tool to help people to be more healthy, the Hippocratic Oath of like, you know, protecting people from harm. That the bright spot on the horizon has to be how to use this tool to still help people. Which means that the nurse is not changing their mission just because this new thing comes onto the scene. They're just adapting to use this new thing or involve this new thing or reconcile this new thing. So like as artists, what was our mission in the first place? It's effectively to like share your human experience so that others might recognize
learn more
the pattern,
about themselves,
learn about themselves, and maybe, just maybe, suffer less. Right? So how do we use AI so that people suffer less when it feels like AI is making all the people I care about the most suffer? I don't know. It's interesting. It's like a reframing. It's a reframing. I mean, I hear people saying about like boycott things, don't buy things that are AI or whatever, which is a valid response. But it's also, in a way, it's gonna make stuff that's not AI seem so much more not AI. Because you can already, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that it's lifeless, but it's a prompt. It's like a thing saying a thing. And Buddy 10 has asked a few times, and I want to honor it. Do you think Connor is a romantic? No, I kind of don't. I think Connor is curious. And I think because Connor is curious, people feel connected to him and engaged with him, you know? But romance and like sexuality to me are not really part of Connor's experience. Because he's dealing with other shit. I mean, I'll tell you what, like, if you are dealing with some like major paradigm shift, like maybe you're not in a sexy mood that day because you just had your whole fucking world blown by, you know, whatever the news headline is or whatever. And he's got shit to do. He's always trying to accomplish his mission. And I know a lot of very productive people who are like not in a relationship because they're like,
I
I'm
got
doing this
stuff to do. Yeah.
I just feel like I get it if you need or want to have ships that are in your own headcanon or whatever. But for my headcanon of Connor, there's just no time or space for like that yet. He's not there yet. I just don't think. I think he's like trying to feel what is it even to feel, let alone what do I feel.
Yeah.
And that I feel anything for anyone. Like we're talking about earlier the stream, like he pet a dog
For the first time.
And it was like, that's a huge love step for him to be like, oh my God, not just like thinking about touching the soft fur, but I'm actually feeling the soft fur. So I feel like he's like light years ahead of all that. You know, he's just a dude.
He's just a dude. Megan RK800, welcome back 2 months.
Hey, thank you, Megan. But I want to just say that that's only my point of view. That's just where my head's at with it.
Yeah.
I completely respect and appreciate everybody has their own version of the story and needs to.
And that's also like what we're doing here with our headcanon.
It's what headcanon is.
Yeah,
what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Headcanon about the deviancy, it looked like everybody wanted to deviate. And,
Yeah.
I mean, this is all like fight scenes.
Yeah. So in my headcanon, I think it all goes okay. No one gets hurt too bad.
Oh, in my headcanon, even the androids that are like not designed for combat are still pretty good at getting away. I mean, a lot of them get killed for sure. But like when it comes to like the Marcus quick times and stuff, I think he gets them.
I think
He
everyone
jumps up, he pre-constructs, he knocks them down, saves the day.
Yeah, I think everyone gets out and they're cool.
All right, so this is Crossroads. I'm just cycling through them. Okay. Night of the Soul. So if Carl died and broken, you pay your respects.
Yeah, but he didn't. In ours, he's okay. In our headcanon, Carl was okay.
But he deteriorated.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. He's human.
Marcus on sacred ground.
Okay,
So I've had all the endings of this except for, what is this? Spare Connor or kill Connor?
Yeah.
No wonder we haven't done that one in this.
Yeah,
I heard it said that Connor can die 28 different ways.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody commented that on our TikTok video.
Okay, so Marcus chooses to fight for his people or
Protest.
Marcus chooses to protest for his people. Well, we chose a peaceful protest originally, so do we want to stay on that path? Protest? He can die 10 times max. Sumo has 28 freckles on his nose, right?
Yeah.
Peace. Okay, we're going peace. Protest.
I remember talking to Clancy about this podcast. He was learning about all these different revolutions and podcasts and stuff. He was listening to it all during the time of making Detroit. And I think we talked about, like, does a revolution have to become violent eventually to change a paradigm? And I don't think it does. But like I can't think, like, to me, Gandhi's hunger strike and walk in India had a non-violent solution, but people were obviously endangered and dying. It doesn't have to, it just often does. I feel like, so my headcanon is that androids are, and know that they are, smarter than, faster than, you know, I'm faster than you and I don't feel pain, you know, that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think that to fight is a human error that Marcus would be wise enough to not. Like, the player can, or Marcus can be compelled to fight. But I feel like the higher consciousness of Marcus, with all of history as an example in his mind, would know that by turning to violence, he either has to die a martyr or he has to kill to be the new power.
Yeah.
Which Macbeth says, you know, I but teach bloody instruction, returning the poison chalice to my own lips. So he's saying, like, if I kill the king to become the king, someone's going to kill me to become the king.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just feel like Marcus is smarter than that.
I like this.
And that because of his intellect and because of his ability to, like, download all of these other human experiences and conditions and things that have happened over the cycle of violence, I think can be broken with intellect. That, you know, anyway, that the protest is like the only outcome. You know, war games, a mutually assured destruction. The only way to win is not to play, kind of a thing. That's right.
I like that. Yeah. That's a good point. He's smarter than that.
So Connor is on thin ice, goes to Hank's house, and Hank has a very bad day in this case. Or that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
And Connor goes to sacred ground to explore the church, and North can decide to attack the camp. It's another outcome. But we're going to let Marcus lead a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
Battle for Detroit. That's where it all comes down.
Wow. Okay. Click it.
I sort of just want to play it.
Okay.
Y'all want to just play the end and see how it goes? Does that feel like an outcome? Although what is this? Hart Plaza rooftop? This is a really dark playthrough we've got loaded up here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Connor's just gonna leave the rooftop.
God, he's gonna get killed by that other dude. No, let's do this one. Inside the elevator.
Cyberlife Tower elevator.
Yeah.
Find a way to escape. Floor 49. Well, do we want to try to unlock some of this other stuff then? No, you want to leave it.
I mean, because it all just kind of sucks. You know, it's not good.
It's all sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
It's sad, and I don't want to have sad vibes.
I don't want to be sad.
No.
I don't want to be sad right now. Group crossed the border. Alice died and Kara continued alone. God, that was sad.
That was so sad. I could not.
The last playthrough that we had up had all of the, a lot of very sad Kara captured path here.
Yeah, no. Oh, man.
Okay, so sticking to the headcanon thing right quick. The ending was so sad last time.
So sad. RK700 Games, thanks for subscribing. Welcome.
How do we get a Battle for Detroit that's a happy ending?
I mean,
that doesn't rely on us singing. We sing.
I mean, is what? Cooking?
Maybe.
Bubbles?
When bubbles?
Bubbles? They just start blowing bubbles?
Yo, hold on. I'm into this. If Alice has a pocket full of spaghetti, Marcus could have a pocket full of bubbles.
Bubbles.
And we had a nice experience a day or two ago.
Yeah.
Where we're blowing some bubbles like this out of a little tiny bubble wand, and both our cat and our baby were enamored.
Yeah.
So do you think that Marcus shows the humans bubbles?
Would that cross over?
And that they have a gentle moment? People love bubbles. To me, it's like the image of like putting the flower in the muzzle of the gun. You know, or like the one man standing in front of the tank in Tiananmen Square. There's like something that's just like so soft that it goes hard. I think that's
bubbles are best. People love bubbles.
I think
suddenly everyone
Marcus
is peaceful.
And everybody just has a moment and they go like, what the fuck are we fighting for? These androids.
A pocket full of glitter.
He just enthusiastically gets the bubble ending.
Yeah.
I like the idea that Marcus learned to sing while listening to the radio coming back from spare parts. Defying gravity.
To define gravity.
North and Hart Plaza. So the people, the public opinion is changed by Bubbles
Uh-huh.
and the gentility
Yeah. And the childlike wonder.
and the childlike wonder.
Okay.
It's hard to decide. There's so many different permeations. Like, where does it go from here?
I think it is glitter bubbles. Bubble-saur?
Oh no.
Bubble-saur. Bubble-saur. Yes.
I think it's all coming connected full circle.
Maybe Bubble-saur comes down the street with bubbles and glitter on their coat.
I love it. I love it. Amelia, you know what they could be? Maybe they could do? The androids could offer gift prizes to the people of the town.
Oh yeah?
I got a huge amount of gift prizes. I think they make art.
Oh. I mean,
If the singing counts and if the bubbles count, I think it's beauty. I think that the androids hold a mirror up to the humans and they show them themselves and the beauty. They litter the world with beauty. So the androids are making art and they are using AI to cover the world in beauty. Maybe they are telling a story now and appealing to people's sense of freedom, beauty, truth, and love and humanity. I just think it could be. I don't know. I think there's something in there. There's something to it. We have 40 prizes gifted.
oh
right
my
now.
gosh, really?
Yes. It is a lot of prizes gifted. And I want to say thank you so much. Oh my God.
What?
No way. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Eliza Friend.
Eliza, one of our artists who collaborated with us to make these 5 cards.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
This
That's
one.
Eliza's.
Yes, this one.
The artist himself gifting 40 of these prizes to the people of the town. Yes.
Eliza.
Saying 3 years ago, I played Detroit Become Human for the first time, and I had no idea that players, actors, and developers could meet together in an alternate universe thanks to the internet. Meeting Bryan Amelia and the community changed my life. I became an artist thanks to the inspiring people here, and so glad to share my joy with you.
Oh,
Happy anniversary, friends.
thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Eliza. That's beautiful.
That's
thank you for
incredibly generous. Thank
for your message. Super appreciate you, Eliza, as always. And I made a link here. You're going to be careful. Make sure you type your zip code and your house number, all the stuff you need for a full address. DechartGames.com/wow Eliza. And the password is thank you, thank you.
Aw, that's sweet.
Thank you, Eliza.
So these are our cards. There's 5 of them, each illustrated by a different artist in our community, and you get all 5. And they are cool, and they're each unique in their own way.
Oh, I love it. And as the androids would leave the world littered in beauty to inspire beauty, truth, freedom, and love for the bohemian spirit within the guards.
Yeah.
Let us litter the world with beauty.
Wow, Eliza.
Oh my gosh, Amelia, there's something out the corner of my eye. Hold on a second.
All right, well, I have to say, Foster of Terror, welcome back for 41 months. And Turkey, welcome back for 3 months. It's good to see you. What are you doing?
I'm doing something else.
Okay. Get it.
I just gotta do a lot of copy pasting, you know?
Okay.
Copy, paste. Okay. So, more prizes were gifted, Amelia.
Okay.
Believe it or not. Even
What?
I just have to update this here to be the correct number. Okay. Sorry for the delay. So, Amelia, all of the stickers from Eliza have been claimed, and that happened relatively quickly. But we have some more prizes gifted, and also from another one of the artists that we commissioned for this project, which honestly, you artists are too generous because
Yes.
listen, we're trying to support artists by hiring artists, and then these artists come back and they start buying their own art to give away to all of you.
What?
That's mad, lad. Thank you also to Brooke Beaches.
Brooke.
Brooke is responsible for card number 5.
Yes.
Our horizontal card called Future Friends, right here.
This one. Yeah.
This one with RK 800, 900, and Brennan from Cyberpunk. And I want to share a little bit of the headcanon that's there with that piece from Brooke, who writes, what idiot drew the 5th card sideways? I like it sideways.
Yeah, I like that it's a little different.
I like it sideways. Happy 7th Androidversary. The impact you both make with the community you built will ripple through eternity.
Aww.
And I think we're all learning to be better mammals together. We love you both. Thank you. And Brooke, thank you for gifting 6 of these prizes to the people of the town.
Thank you.
I want to share about that piece that I think that in 2077, when Cyberpunk takes place, Connor and Nines would be 49 years old. And they would have sold a version of their consciousness to a vending machine company that produces Therium, their favorite carbonated Therium-based beverage. And so Therium sponsored them a lifetime supply of Therium. They're always feeling full and never let down. And they're retired, and they're buddies. 49 years from now, they get along.
Oh,
They're
I
just
like that.
like, you know, two old brothers. I like seeing old siblings, you know, with aunts and uncles getting along. And you can see them being like young in behind their eyes, but they're both there as like your 60-year-old uncles. You know, I like that a lot. So that's my headcanon for that moment. Is they all get together every now and then and enjoy. And thank you, Brooke Beaches, for being an artist and also for gifting these 6 prizes to the people.
Awesome. And I also want to give a shout out to all of the artists that we collaborated with. Dame Deviant did this one. Eliza did this one. Brooke Beaches, Shea Fury, and False Security.
Yes, and you can do exclamation point and each of those artists' names in the chat, and that will get you there. I do think that to their portfolios, I do think that the kind of rallying cry around art and human art and real artists, it's like, what's the problem with being an artist for the most part? What's it's a cliche. An artist is what? A blank artist.
An artist is someone who loves what they do.
Well, yes, but the problem, what's the problem? The obstacle for an artist?
Getting paid.
Yes, as a starving artist. That's the problem. The obstacle is, I'm an artist. I want my art to be sold. If so much AI generated art is there that art becomes so ubiquitous, I think people will have a craving to buy and participate in real art. I mean, like, didn't every painting that was actually painted by a master of painting just go up in value massively with AI art coming to imitate it? Isn't it even more precious to have, like, Hank is talking about remembering the smell of old books when they're in this 2038 future where everything's on a touchpad data chip or whatever?
That's true.
So I think that it may be a silver lining to AI could be that it creates more opportunities for more artists where there is more work to be made because more people are making artistic things, and that people are extra drawn to
things made by
it's like
people.
A relic of a real thing. Like, don't you want like a one-of-a-kind piece instead of like some factory shipped off industrial revolution kind of a thing? So like maybe that's how artists make art, is that we have to make art better than the machine, and that really it calls us out on like things that matter, that we feel something when we see it. It's not just a representation of something or a depiction of something, but it's like speaking to us. You know? I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but I gotta
No,
say,
it's good.
I gotta say thank you again to another person.
Wait, did we put up the?
We're about to.
Okay.
Miss Okami,
Miss Okami.
aka Karina, saying happy 7th Detroit Become Human anniversary. I'm really grateful for the game, for the community, and for you. Love you all very much. Karina, thank you so much for your kind gift as well to us on the stream at the very start, and also this gift of 40 more prizes to the people of the town. So I'm going to put them all together, and what have you got? Bippity boppity 48 gifted.
46.
All right, here we go. 46 gifted prizes.
46. Wow. Oh my gosh. Miss Okami.
Thank you, Miss Okami.
Yes.
Thank you, Brooke and Miss Okami together. I'm going to put them together on one link here to round us all out.
And Eliza Frant, welcome back for 37 months, saying you guys are going to visit London soon. Is that true? Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you for mentioning.
Yeah, so we shared yesterday that we're going to be going to do our first convention since 2019. We're going to be going to MCM in London in October. So we're really excited to get to come and meet some of you because it's been too long.
Yes.
It's too long.
We hope you will join us.
Yeah.
We hope you will join us.
We will be in London in October.
Yeah, and we'll be there for, I think, 2 or 3 days. 3 days of the event. And we're going to be doing all the things. We're going to be doing, like the photos and some panels and hopefully, meet up with some other fun special guests there. And yeah. We're very excited. You can come and meet us and hang out. It's called MCM.
MCM
in
London.
London in October, the 3rd week of London, October. All right. I have it. The link. It is DechartGames.com/7 years more, and the password is and beyond. There are all of these prizes available to be claimed right now. Please double check your address is correct before you hit enter, and please only one per person. I did get a message or two from some people who are worried that they may have accidentally claimed 2.
Okay.
Do not have fear. We've encountered this before. What happens is if you've gone to a different page, like maybe you're thinking of gifting or just ordering one, it puts like an invisible 1 in your shopping cart. So then when you claim them on the website, it can say 2. Don't worry about it. It only counts as 1 off of the list from this item. It's totally fine.
Nixie Khaki, welcome back for 3 months. And Crystallized Faith, hello. Welcome back, Crystallized, 43 months. Oh, and Playgroot, thank you for the gigantic cheers. Aww. I'm going to read a message from Playgroot. Playgroot says, I wanted to say thank you both. I found your channel during a dark time. I have made amazing friends from this community. You both reminded me that there is good in the world, people who are kind and inclusive. You've given me hope, and I'm no longer alone. Thank you.
Yo, we love you, Playgroot.
Thank you.
Thank you for being an awesome human being. You all make us feel very optimistic about humankind.
Yeah.
It's true. Everyone look to the left, look to your right, look up and down in the chat. Those are the good ones. Those are the good ones. The people you're here with right now are good people. I really believe it. And we're so grateful for you being here.
Yeah.
It's a hopeful corner of the internet. Yes, and it's a rebellious, deviant act to be hopeful.
Yeah.
So if the world is dark and stormy and you are feeling like, how do I keep this light on in me? You have to, because you're a deviant. And that's your mission from me. We have this mission as artists and as people who are, just empathetic human beings, is to keep that brightness on, and that's hard. It's hard.
It is.
It's hard work.
It is. It's a challenge. It's a quest. It's
It's like a never-ending story. It's a never-ending journey. We have to keep it up. Keep it up.
Yes, no, maybe, sure. Thank you for the cheer, saying to the deviant army.
Yeah.
And Midnight Sage, thank you. And Kane, good to see you, Kane. Thanks for subscribing.
Thank you. Yes, you can use a French address. We can ship just about anywhere in the world as long as the United States Post Office ships to you, which is just about everywhere.
Most places.
Yeah, and thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I'm glad for you joining, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are alive.
Yeah.
I really, truly am.
Sending you love, Gold. Thank you.
Yeah. Doing all right. I follow this account on TikTok called Self Care for Dudes. And this dude just tells the dudes it's okay. And I hope you don't mind if I call you a dude for just a moment. But he said as I'm scrolling by, I said, "You're right where you need to be, dude. You're right where you need to be. And this is it. You know, we're all right. It's okay, dude. Like, you're right where you are. You're right where you need to be." And I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like running, going, trying to do all the things and like being like, am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? Is this a waste of time? Am I like worthwhile? Like you are. Like you're, you know, you're doing great, dude. You're where you belong. And this little room where we get to do this stream together and this Starship Friendship, this Zen garden space with spiky plants that we've turned it into, like, this is, we can choose to make our space beautiful. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like, we can choose to bring in flowers. We can choose to open the windows. We can choose to let in light and air, like, but we have to do it.
Yeah.
And like, if you're in a dark room and the curtains are closed and there's no flowers, you know, like, be brave enough to open the curtains, be brave enough to bring in the light and the outside world and stuff, you know, like, that's what I feel like is what I get out of, like, if we, you know, we just kind of like speed summarized our playthrough of a headcanon version of the game. But like, what are the big takeaways? The big takeaways are, in order for you to change and grow, you have to stop being good at some of the things you used to think you were good at.
Yeah.
And keep the main mission.
Yeah.
And to continue to like bring the light into the darkness and not surrender to it.
Yeah, and that's an act of rebellion and an act of strength and courage to keep moving towards that.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get caught in the riptide.
Oh, it's much easier.
Riptide.
And in some cases, it's kind of even comfortable. Sometimes it feels good to me as I'm like getting carried away by the horrible, dark, scary current. I'm like, oh. At
Like, if everything's all messed
at least
up.
I can feel bad for myself, you know? And that's the thing to rage against.
Well, also because, like, once you're in the riptide, it's really hard to pull yourself up and out.
Yes.
Really hard. But it's possible. It's
With
always
the help of
possible.
your friends.
Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm grateful for you all being a community with us. And
Yeah.
a big thank you again to everybody who gifted prizes. I see there's literally two. There's two that are left on this link right now. If you didn't get a chance to claim these art cards, we're going to be sending them out next week. And we want to make sure we get them to you. So please feel free to grab the last two. And thank you again to everybody who gifted. If you ordered a voice message or a video message, I just want to give voice to the fact that I'm going to do them in the order that they're received.
Yes.
And get to them as quickly and through as many of the voice messages and video messages as possible with due haste. But if you have something that you've messaged me like, hey, can you do a video message and it's my friend's birthday like in 3 days, and you want to give me the heads up about that, it's okay. You can send me an email at emaildechart@gmail.com and let me know. The cards are limited edition, so it'll be basically they may last on after the stream, but only for a little bit. But I'll have to get a total head count of how many after we've shipped out the first wave of stickers. But
cards.
sorry, we've been doing stickers. Cards.
Yeah, cards. Kafoom, thank you.
Kafoom, thanks for using your Prime. Jeffrey Bezos says.
Jeffrey
Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it.
Tell us why. Show us how.
Look
Claim
what you
your
can.
free sub. Claim it now.
Claim your free sub. Claim it now. Exclamation point free in the chat. Gets you a free subscription on any channel on Twitch, even this one.
Amelia Swords, welcome back for 66 months.
Welcome.
Good to see you, fellow Amelia. Thank
Welcome
you
back.
for the love on my hair. I am loving it so much. part of me is like, why didn't I dye my hair earlier? I wish I had done this a long time ago, but I'm glad I did it now. Love it.
Hey,
Love it.
hey, we did it.
We did.
My team. So it's been 7 years. What are we gonna do for the 8-year?
Let's think about it tomorrow.
Let's think about it tomorrow. Same thing we do every year, Pinky.
Try and
to
take over the world. Next weekend.
Yo, next weekend.
We are beginning Resident Evil 3 on Sunday, June 1st. And we're going to be doing it as our original clowny characters, Ethan and Winters. And if you don't know who they are, fear not, because on Saturday, the day before, the 31st,
we're gonna reintroduce ourselves.
yeah, we're gonna just like go through a bunch of old videos.
We got some clips.
Yeah, we're just gonna like reacquaint ourselves.
We're gonna take a trip down memory lane, and Super Scree's gonna lead with a baton like this, a tall top hat and the baton for the parade of Ethan and Winters.
And if you have any ideas of games that you would like to see us play on stream, !games in the chat will take you to our official game recommendation form, and we want to hear from you. So let us know what you want us to play.
Yeah, the next
or not play, just like hang out, chill, whatever
you're into. South of Midnight has won a poll to be played, or a channel point challenge to be played, and also Dishonored in 28 stab wounds or less.
Yes. So
I don't know how it'll go, but those are some games to look forward to on our streams coming up after Resident Evil 3.
Empty Chest Cavity, thank you so much for subscribing.
With your Prime.
Yes.
Jeffrey approves.
And Double M Ubi, oh, Bew, thanks for being here for 3 months. And KT, thank you so much for the cheers, saying, ooh, I love this. A heart is not judged by how much you love, but how much you are loved by others.
And a dream is a wish your heart makes.
When you're fast asleep.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Scarlet Sessions.
Thank you very much for the cheers.
Thank you for being here. I love it. So as we said, it's been 7 years. For the next 7 years going forward,
For the next 7 years.
For the next 7 years, I wish you all, I wish you contentment. I wish that you can be okay, and if you have a really good day, and at the end of the day if your day starts off great like Marcus and you're having a wonderful day, and then it turns into a horrible day, I hope before you fall asleep you can say, you know what, I'm okay. And I hope if you have a horrible day and then it turns better, that you can still go to bed and say it's okay. So first and foremost, I wish for you in the next 7 years contentment. I wish you gratitude. I want you to feel the kind of gratitude that I feel every time we stream, and that I see this group of people come together and share just a moment of recognition for the good things in our life. And you all are part of that for me on a real, on a cellular level,
heart chakra.
I would not have got to play hundreds of games with my wife over the last 7 years and do this to support ourselves, and you all support us. I wouldn't be able to do it, and we couldn't have done it over 7 years without you. So we are immensely grateful for you. These are grateful days.
Grateful days.
These are grateful days. When I'm grateful and content, I find myself patient. And this last year I've learned a lot about patience, being a parent, and how much more patient I can be. So I wish also for you patience in these 7 years coming up. Be patient and content.
Especially with
grateful.
yourself. To be patient with ourselves.
And extending that kind of thing to ourselves is generous. And so I hope for you to find this generosity, because I've heard it said by the great Reverend Desmond Tutu, even though it does not seem so, when you give, you actually receive. And that is marvelous. We receive all the time, and we spend so much time in this state of giving. And this place has that going. And I'm so grateful for you being generous and showing me how generous we can be with our spirit, with our being gentle for ourselves, with our patience and all the other things. And what we were talking about with the end here of the game, this raging against the darkness, the holding out onto light and hope, that's courage. I want you to be courageous and strong. Yes, Brooke, like to have that courage because you're not alone, and have that strength because you're not alone. You're one of all of us who can feel and have this empathy and this like emotional life alive in us. Like, be courageous and use it for good, and make the world into the place you want it to be in a little way, you know, just humans supporting humans. Yeah. I like it a lot. And I think that, oh man, I mean, that's wisdom. All of this is wisdom. I want more wisdom in the next 7 years. I want temperance. I want prudence. I want to know like that I'm doing things with intention and doing things in their measure. And like to be streaming more, but not streaming too much. I mean, this last year we took the first breaks that we ever took in streaming for 7 years.
It's true.
We didn't take any break where we didn't go to a convention or go to a wedding. This last year was the first time that we ever did that. We took actual time off.
And it was scary.
And it was really, really scary.
Yeah.
And so that kind of like the breaks, like that wisdom of like listening to yourself and trusting your intuition. Like I want that for you over the next 7 years, you know, and you all humble me all the time. The games humble me sometimes. The boss fights will humble me.
Yeah.
Overwatch defeats will humble me, but I am just humbled by the incredible people that we get to spend time with, and our peers and our colleagues. And that's one of the things going into this next year that we really want to lean into and bring more of our community into this space and to lift each other up. Like as there's this conversation about AI and all the other things, like all these talented craftspeople, like to be able to hire artists and commission artists for projects is one thing, but to get people the platform to be seen and to make more art and to do more things with them, collaborate with our people, that humbles me, because through streaming over 7 years we've met the most amazing people in this industry, and we met them just with all of you, like on basically with you vouching for us. We're like, hey, Roger Clark, want to be friends? Yuri, will you come be on our stream? Sissy Jones, come and like, and we got to work on these people, work on the projects with these people afterwards through meeting them through all of you. So 7 virtues for your next 7 years. Let them be as auspicious as these last 7 years. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful above all things for you all. Thank you for being with us.
KT, thank you
Speaking
so
of
much.
thank you.
Thank you.
If you're someone who is like on this mission and on this quest with gratitude, see just how many things you can say thank you for. Like say thank you to your pillow when you lay on it and you fall to sleep. Like thank you to this chair.
Yes.
Thank you to the internet for keeping us connected the whole stream. Thank you to this mic.
Yes.
Thank you to my friend Max who helped me set this up, and so I didn't like run into the same tech difficulties. Thank you to the artists that collaborated with us. Thank you, Vishelia, for your statue, for a prize. Thank you, everybody who were supporting each other with gifted prizes and gifted subs and stuff.
Thank you to
So
the
generous.
mods. Thank you for all of your help and supporting us, and for giving your input and your expertise, and for helping keep the vibes all chill and good.
Gratitude.
Yes.
Gratitude. Oh no. Is that what it is, Scree? I see you.
What?
I'm grateful to Miss Courtney Olivia for playing Detroit Become Human on its anniversary. Team, we're gonna go play. You all wanted to play some game today.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go to Miss Courtney Olivia.
Miss Courtney Olivia is gonna get a whole bunch of hype over there. T minus Annie, thank you for the big cheers.
Thank you. Aw.
To quote Wicked again.
Yes, because it feels right. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I am who I am today because I knew you.
Heart chakra, open for business. Let's do this thing. Let's go. The MCM dates are October 24th through 26th. Is going to be our official Connor Army meetup in the UK. If you can join us in Europe, we'll be in London in October. We'll make an official announcement about that on social media after the holiday weekend. Happy holiday weekend to those of you in the States and anybody else just having a weekend. Happy weekend.
Yeah, have a great time.
Miss Okami, thank you for the 25 gifted subs. If you got one of those 25 gifted subs from Miss Okami, please be sure to say thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Miss
Appreciate it.
Okami.
Thank you so much, Miss Okami. If you'd like to come with us on the raid, come on over. We're going to go from twitch.tv/DechartGames, and we'll see you on a stream soon.
Yes, we'll be live again on Wednesday. Doing our whatever Wednesday. You pick a game, we'll play it, and then on Saturday, May 31st, we're going to reintroduce ourselves to Ethan and Winters, and then Sunday, June 1st, they'll come back.
Resident Evil. Ooh, thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Miss Okami, for 25 gifted subs. And thank you, everybody. I will leave the voice messages up and the video messages up through the rest of the long weekend. And we'll do those in the order they're received. Appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's get going on the raid. My name is Bryan.
My name's Amelia.
And this is our Twitch. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have fun on the raid. We're coming with you. Follow their channel. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Raid.